bro. All right, now we got that started. Yo! What? Loud and obnoxious. Okay, bye and following. What did I do? I'm just simply existing. If I don't get this energy out, I'm going to fall asleep on stream. Alright? If I don't get this energy out, I am going to fall asleep on stream because I have got zero sleep in the past 48 hours. Y'all don't realize what pain I'm going through right now, bro. I'm dead ass. Haven't gotten no sleep really for the past 48 hours. Please. Just let me get some energy out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or else I'm gonna just be like this the whole time. Just gonna be like this the whole time. Should probably sell the dog. Nobody buying that. Nobody buying the bitch. You know what I mean? Shout out Hassan, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta man the fuck up. That's all. I just gotta man the fuck up. That's all. I just have to man the fuck up. Golly, bro. But anyway, y'all, today's gonna be a very, actually, I don't know how today's gonna go today, because there's some things niggas gotta talk about, and I don't know if I'm gonna get hoed or not, because seems like every time I say something, somehow it always finds its way to niggas. I don't know how. I don't know how it's possible, but you know, maybe words carry weight. I have no clue. But we got some things that niggas gotta go through. But before that though, did y'all know we are the most stupidest animals in the world? Bitch, I didn't know that. Bitch, I didn't really know that. Because think about it. Think about it. Really think about it. How come we can't fly? How come we can't swim at a modern rate? How come we can't split off from our own self, regenerate, and make clones of ourselves? How come we cannot see past a certain distance? Really think about that. Really think about that. And yeah, we may have big brains, but think about it like this. The Yakubians have bigger brains. How do we go from double core brains to a singular small brain? Really think about that. I deadass had to think about that. We actually might be the de-evolution version of ourselves. That's just kind of crazy. How come them dumbass fishes can't read or write? I read that backwards, but even still, actually they can, actually, unironically. Because how would you know? How would you know if a fish can has the perception to be able to comprehend any type of language? Think about that. How would you know? How would you know a fish can't read or write? Are you a fish? Exactly. Bloop vlor. See? That's how us as humans, we can't even comprehend our own language. So how the hell are you gonna expect a fish or any other animal to be able to comprehend that, bro? You never seen a salmon eat a human. Actually, that's also not true. That's also not true. Because we wasn't alive, but there's probably a salmon that's out there that have eaten a human before. There is fish that has the capability to eat humans. How are you gonna tell me what you seen? How are you gonna tell me what you haven't seen? Think about it like that. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. That doesn't work. It does work though. How do I even know you know how to see? Think about it like that. How do I know you have the ability to see? For all I know, you just got the audio on and you just responded to audio. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. Y'all don't want to think outside the box, bro. Y'all don't want to think outside the box, bro. Niggas don't want to think outside the box. They're afraid to expand their horizon. They're afraid to expand their minds. They don't know what the real life implications of the world it really is for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all afraid, bro. Fuck your box. How you know it's a box? How maybe it's a rectangle. Come box me outside. I'm good on that. I'd rather not choose violence. I'm choosing peace and prosperity. That's what I'm doing, bro. I don't choose violence. I choose peace and prosperity. And I want all people to know that in this world, it's only one love. That's all it is, bro. It's only one love. And that's how it's supposed to be. Anyway, why am we sitting here yapping? There's a lot of shit we got going on through. First things first. A lot of shit happened yesterday. A lot of shit happened the day before. And a lot of shit happened the day before that. There's a lot of shit. It was kind of funny though, because it's like, I didn't know what kind of world we living in, bro. There's a lot of beef going on. You stop saying the N-word because niggas get on my nerves. You just said it though. And now I've decided I will now not watch streamers who curse anymore. What are you, vegan? What are you, vegan? You're vegan, bro? I don't say the N-word around white people. Who are you, Chud the Builder? Oh wait, he actually does the exact opposite. I hear a single bad word, I'ma be out. Let me ask you this. What do you consider a bad word? Let's really think about it. What do you consider a bad word? Let's really dissect this for a second. Only if I hear from Nick. Profanity. What do we classify as profanity? Nick, can you stop saying words like what if I'm responding to a message like that? Nick, a guy named Martin Bro. What if I'm repeating what another person is saying? Be like Nick E30. Didn't he cuss though? Family friendly? You got no maturity. Nick, what is your favorite woman body part? What the fuck? I mean, I love women. I love women all the way around. So, I mean, to be fair, if you want me to honestly answer that, I really love women's big foreheads. That's if I'm just gonna be honest. Like if you really want me to answer that, I love women's foreheads. You know why? Because women are very smart, and we should appreciate their beauty and their smartness. If I'm gonna really be honest, it's an honest answer. To be honest with you, like what you thought I was gonna say. And mind you, I'm being dead serious right now. You know what I mean? Like, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Mother Day is coming up, so y'all should have respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real shit right there, I like legs, you freak ball person. I respect that answer. Family friendly answer. Hey, yo, can I ask a question though? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be family friendly because of the subject matters that we're going to be talking about. So if I'm going to keep it a buck, because one, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to have to say some cuss words because of a particular person that I saw who was on some tomfoolery. I'm not going to be family friendly for that because let's just be honest, some people are idiots, okay? Some people are idiots and they deserve it. No, I was testing you. Only weirdos would have said butt or breast. I love a woman's armpits. All right. That's not weird. Wait, what's weird? That he likes armpits? I'm not even... This man started out and said, if I reach 100 stream streak, could I give him a kiss? What do you expect? I honestly would expect better because I want to expect better people. You know what I mean? Like I want to expect better for people, but sometimes y'all lower y'all standards. No more family friendly. Just say freak or holy beeswax. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna be honest because it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech. Depends on what armpit you like. All right, we're moving on from that. Anyway, Anyway, first things first. first things first, bruh. Because I gotta talk about the boys. Well, we'll talk about the boys later because we are gonna watch we are watching Wolverine later, so I kind of have to speed through a lot of this. I really wanted to start off with FL Studio Ranked, but you know what? We don't have time for that. So we'll have to move on from that. But you just watched the boys episode today? Yeah, I feel like this is actually one that I kind of really have a lot of things I gotta say about. I'm not gonna lie. But before we get into that, we gotta get into some serious shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, I cussed because it's gonna be serious. Sexy Red. My bad. My bad. First things first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Shout out Saros, man. Yesterday, randomly, before I got on stream yesterday, I was just on YouTube and I saw this man Saros on a Jadeon stream. I don't know what kind of reality we live in today's age, but I don't know what's going on there. But that man, I don't know what. It's so. Actually, you know what? Before we even say that, no. First and foremost, I want to say forget the refs for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all are cheating my boy LeBron. Stop it. Leave that man alone. Let them win a game. All right, now that we got that out the way. You said Sarah's low-key the Obama of our modern society. I don't even know what the hell was going on there. I don't know what was going on there. I just randomly just saw this man on Jadeon stream for some random reason. I don't know what's going on with that. I was surprised and shocked because I'm like, hey, I know that guy. And I just saw him on a random Jadeon stream randomly. I don't know what the hell that was about. That's kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie about that, bro. But whatever was going on there, I don't know. I don't even really want to. It's probably a lot of shit going on there. He probably has some hyperbolic shit going on. I don't know, bro. But we got to talk about some shit. Yes, because this is the music shits, bro. I know about the Jane remover. What's his name? Young Dabo Beef. The whole underground is imploding, bruh. The whole underground is imploding. I don't know all the details. We must have a dialogue. Yes. I don't know all the details. I know for a fact, right, that Jane seemingly made a jab towards this man. There's a duty vid that explains it. Okay, then we'll do that, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about it, but I do feel like, you know, I do feel like something. The thing is, you know what? Niggas don't have to be involved in everything. I understand. Like, there's nobody cares about my opinion, but I'm gonna be honest. I just seen a lot of shit, and I feel like I just have to say something, bro. Because normally a nigga named me don't gotta say a lot of shit, but for some reason this shit is kind of bothering me. Why is everybody beefing? Why does everybody have problems with each other's? You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people out here, you know what I mean, trying to frame somebody for being a PDF file. You know what I'm saying? I got other people misogyny, all the phobias and all the other shits. Like, why do we have all this shit going on here? What's going on in the world? Why is everybody just beefing? And why is there so much bad shit happening in May, bro? What's going on with this world? What is going on with this world, bro? It's all Drake's fault. It's all Drake's fault. I'm blaming Drake because Iceman comes out next week and everybody's just going into chaos. I blame him. And I blame Michael Jackson because that movie got everybody going crazy. But there's a lot of shits. I feel like the things that I've been seeing on Twitter, I really think it's also a Twitter thing too, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm really like just kind of over Twitter, bro. I'm kind of over Twitter. I'm kind of over a lot of this shit, bro. I'm really trying to stay far away from a lot of this. I've been watching a lot of cartoons, you know, interesting videos, you know, anime, all that shit. I'm starting to get back into music again. I'm really starting to realize that Twitter and just the internet is just, it's not a good place. It's just not a good place. I feel like people become a different entity when they're on the internet. I feel like a lot of people are trying to get moral high grounds and trying to prove their stances on shit and making everything about something like everybody. It's not even people who are trying to have genuine conversations anymore. People just want to prove that they're right, and if you don't side with them, then it's just like, you know, you're just a horrible person or some shit. I don't know, bruh. It's just, this whole shit is fucked, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like where a lot of this shit's going. A lot of this shit's getting kind of weird, and I'm even seeing people who I feel like don't even want to be a part of this shit get dragged into shit, and it's just weird, bruh. It's just weird, bruh. So we're gonna start with the duty shits. That sounds crazy, but we're gonna start with the duty stuff. Ain't Rolling Loud like this week, or is it next week? I don't even remember. Shout out Rolling Loud, you know what I'm saying? Also shout out Busy Works Beats. Shout out Busy Works Beats, bruh. Shout out Busy Works Beats, bruh. They were dragging they're dragging me into the Jane and Dabo shit too. That's why I deleted Twitter for real. What did you say? What did a young Kone Martin say, bruh? What did this man say? I'm gonna be honest, I really just don't feel like I belong here anymore. I really think that's what it is. This Twitch and Twitter, like this Twitch and Twitter like space is just, I just don't like it, bruh. I don't know, man. I feel like it really shows people's true colors for real, because it's like it's just kind of crazy what people will die on a hill for, and everybody get their information from Twitter, and you just make up random shit. Like people really do feed off of negativity. That shit's crazy. Like dead ass niggas really do feed off of negativity. Like there's no such thing as positivity anymore. Everybody, they're just feeding off of negativity. It's so weird, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But look, I do want to talk about this though, because I feel like, you know, if we're gonna get into some W woke talks, this is probably the time for that, because hey man, I feel like feel like there's just a lot of misunderstanding. So there's a lot of shit that is just fabricated and is treated as fact. Not only that, I also think it's just the fact that people are just not spending the time. Like, people don't have a healthy balance of the internet life and reality. I think that's what it really is. Because a lot of this could be just solved by you simply turning your phone off, or turning your computer off and just going outside. Like, dead ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because I'm seeing a lot of people take a lot of more mental breaks off the internet, and they come back way better. But then once they start getting acclimated back into the internet shit, they start getting worse again. Like, dead ass. There's a lot of things. Like, it's kind of crazy when people just don't use their technology for a couple of days. They actually start to realize a lot of this shit ain't really worth the hassle. I be trying to tell people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get off the internet, bro. Like, dead ass. It's getting scary. It's getting scary. And I literally saw a video the other day of, like, bro, kids that are being born now literally automatically, like, out the womb already know how to use technology. There is a mom on TikTok that she buy her like 1-year-olds both iPads. We're cooked, bro. What do you mean? What is that's insane. I don't know if they were 1 or 2. I think they were 2 years old. I mean, does it really make a difference? Like, to be honest, does it really make a difference? I think they were 2 because they were able to at least, like, you know, she was able to at least dress them up, at least. I don't know, bro. But buying your 2-year-olds iPads, and not even just regular iPads Pro, like the iPad Air, like, bro, ain't that like $1,000 each? What are we doing? Nigga buy her kids an iPad Air each. Not even together. Like, they both get their own separate iPad. They're cooked. No wonder why that one kid was getting, like, bro, they try to get that one kid out of here for exposing that his classmates can't read. Like, that shit was hilarious, but it's also scary, bro. Like, that nigga really went around the school saying, like, can you say the sentence? And the kids can't even say the sentence. Nah, niggas is dumb, bro. Niggas is cooked, bro. Niggas is cooked. I don't want to hear nobody talk about my dyslexia. I have a real speech impediment. I have a impaired view on words, and I still can read and write better than niggas who don't even have these ailments. All right, bro. Anyway, let's get to it. There's 2 vids. Oh, Lord. All right, man. Shout out Young Duty, man. Bringing us with the, you know what I'm saying? Bringing us with the shit. Bringing us with the shit, bruh. Good Lord. All right. Is there any specific order? Oh, okay. I guess. Never mind. Also, we'll be watching the boys shit afterwards. After get off this negativity. Because that also has some negativity too, but for a different reason. I'm not going to lie. That also has some negativity, but for a different reason. Yeah, I know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. All right.
Actually have something against
black people
or black culture.
Hello?
Well, the way how things going, all of that shit seems to not matter anymore.
Oh. Ah, shit. Wait. Is this the first one? Let me just pull up both. Fuck it. What the?
He's getting my.
Why is this randomly starting here? Okay, this one literally says getting worse. All right.
Entire thing originally started after Jane Remover dropped the whole song that was taking a few shots at Young Dabo, and that whole thing caused a whole bunch of backlash online. And y'all know how
yes, I also saw.
Just looks like
actually, first and foremost, I ain't gonna lie, I did not know this nigga was British. I did not know this nigga was British. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Every time, bro, every time you British niggas, y'all be fooling. Y'all be fooling me every time. Every time I think somebody's American, they British. The British invasion is real. Why you dotting? I didn't know this nigga was British. I never heard him talk. I only listen to the songs that y'all send of him or them or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but I didn't know Blood was British. I didn't know Blood was British. What the hell?
Chaotic underground Twitter argument. Just another one, right? Because the main questions itself, not even important in the situation no more. Was it actually misogyny? Was it really necessary for Jane to diss this guy? Did Sky have to jump in and say what he said? Was Stabo actually in the wrong for the way that he responded? Does Jane actually have something against black people?
I doubt Jean has anything against black people. I'm pretty sure she does. They whatever do not have any problem with niggas at all whatsoever. I doubt that, bruh. I highly doubt that.
People are black coded.
But now she might though, because of this shit. So I wouldn't even blame her, to be honest with you.
The way how things going, all of that shit seems to not matter anymore. This officially blew way beyond that, because after all the discourse, it only sparked even more on Twitter itself. It was very random, but I seen a whole screenshot of Max apparently saying that, how the f you gonna diss Dabo and then play pussy? F you, bitch, watch this. Basically trying to send warning shots to Jane. And this whole thing spread like wildfire because people didn't know if it was real or not, but it turns out to be a second account that Max usually uses sometimes here and there. Once that got out,
why niggas got burners, bro?
Asking Max if he want to settle this at a dinner or go to her room. It wasn't long before Max had replied on that page and said, "The fuck." With a question mark. It got even crazy because Blood also joined in too. Very randomly. And everything that he was saying throughout his tweets and stuff like that made it more chaotic. Instead of calming things down, of course, he basically added more fuel to the fire. He said Dabo got more industry ties than Jane Remover. She should have.
Okay.
He also said mandated label beef. Another huge part about this.
What the fuck that got to do anything? Who cares about industry ties anymore at this point? Like what?
Situation is that Lucy started stepping in too, basically challenging the whole narrative that people have been surrounded.
I have to read all this? You gonna read all this, right, Duty?
Around Jane's name, because he not only defended himself throughout these tweets, he also wanted to know if that was a genuine argument, because I seen already that he tweeted nice PR stunt, basically implying that whole thing was performative and pretty much blowing up for attention, and not actually it being genuine about a cultural issue. And they got to a point Lucy started responding directly to people online trying to frame Jane as a racist or appropriating underground black music spaces. One person responded to Lucy saying, "Yo, you're black too, defend us." And Lucy's response to that was way deeper, because he argued that the whole entire conversation was becoming selective and hypocritical.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to read this. From my understanding and what should be everyone else's understanding is that this was never about cultural appropriation, because there are a plethora of non-black artists that are endorsed by the same people fighting so hard to claim their roots, and you're deliberately leaving them out of this argument. Cordis collaborator went from endorsing Jane publicly to suddenly calling her racist fans because a fan assumed she dissed me. Wait, who's Cordis? I don't know who that is. I did like, who is that? Oh, okay. So is that's like, is that like his handle on Twitter or something? Like I'm good. Anyway, where was I? Assuming she dissed me, then started calling Karu, I guess, racist. When I tried and talked to her, she completely dismissed me and filmed it for her Fader Mag rollout or whatever. Wait, who's he talking about? Okay, anyway. It's obviously clear what's going on here. You can only choose to be ignorant to it at this point. If those artists step out of line, they should be checked too. Tired of this pussy ass game of whataboutisms y'all trying to push, but it's not gonna work. Jane don't need to be sharing her every thought all the time, and I think majority of people agree with that. I don't think it goes any deeper than that. But calling out hypocrisies don't fall under the whataboutism fallacy. Niggas claiming Jane racist when it's outright not true. Okay, so I kind of agree with that. Basically, Lucy is saying that Ski is calling Jane racist after they were dissing dissed by her, but he endorsed people who actually appropriate them music. Okay, and he co-signed Too Slimy before. What is it? What the fuck does Too Slimy got to do with this? Wait, is Too Slimy racist? Like, I'm he's just like, nigga, he's a shrimp. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but okay. So based off of this, right? So that's the understanding is that the hypocrisies that this man Sky or this woman, I don't know. I don't even know. Look, before anybody say anything, because I know people gonna watch this. If I look, you know, because Too Slimy is also seen as someone who basically appropriating the sound and taking the piss, but they are going after Jane of all people. Okay, so they're saying it's hypocritical for y'all to go after Jane for going after this Dabo, but you know what I'm saying, like y'all allowing Too Slimy to do the same shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest. First and foremost, let's really keep it a buck. This whole underground scene, regardless, if we're really gonna talk about appropriation, all these niggas is appropriating. Like, if we're gonna keep it a buck, but that's not either here or there though, because at the same time, this shouldn't be a race issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I heard, like, okay, so Jane sent a quote unquote shots. Because from my understanding, Jane said something about what the fuck, something about being on this nigga stream or some shit, and I'm assuming they took that and they thought, and she said something else afterwards. I don't even know. Okay, you know what? Let's just keep on reading it.
He pointed out there's already tons of non-black artists in the underground music scene who get embraced and supported by the same.
Yeah, she basically dissed Dabo out of nowhere in the song. Okay, but I heard the lyrics. It's like, what she said something like, what do I look like being on a Dabo stream? Is that really a diss? If somebody says, especially because when we get to it later, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that was warranted. Because if somebody says they don't want to be on my stream or some shit, is that really a diss? If we're gonna, let's be honest. If somebody said, oh, I don't want to be on a Nick stream, I'm gonna be like, all right, then, cool. Like, nigga, like, you know, even if it's out of nowhere, even if it's unprovoked, like, it's like, okay, like, that's kind of weird that you mentioned me, but okay, like, I'm just keep it pushing. Like, I'm like, okay, nigga, like, you ain't got to be on my stream. Like, nobody cares. So, like, why the fuck would you? How is that a diss? Do people really know what a diss is? Like, let's just really call it a spade. Do people really know what a diss is, bro? Do y'all really know what, like, if you, like, because I'm gonna be honest, Nick, that you might be a little sensitive if that's all it took for you to make a whole diss track. And from what I've seen, because I didn't really hear it, but I saw the first frame, and yeah, and Sky, who's done streams with Dabo, was defending Dabo. Okay. To say that out of nowhere, especially when you're sort of in the circle of people that are cool with Dabo, I feel like that's kind of a shot. Is it though? Because I'm pretty sure, and maybe I could be wrong. Because, like, okay, because I'm viewing it from my point of view, because it's like, okay, if somebody says they don't want to be on my stream, even if we're in a circle of people, first of all, none of these niggas are friends. Jane is not a friend to this person. She may be a friend to the other people that might be on his streams, but that doesn't relegate her to be at his stream. And I feel like when you like, not even the context just matter, but it's just the way that you frame it. Cause like I heard that part. It sounded like this is a thing that people may have asked her, and then maybe she just responding in a song, being like, "What the fuck I look like going on this nigga stream?" Yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she had said it. Sure, maybe not. Was it unprovoked? Hearsay, like you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People do that a lot of nigga. Lil Yachty did that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the freak? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, it's I get it. Like, I feel like there needs to be an equivalent exchange. That makes sense. There needs to be an equivalent. I said equivalent. Equal exchange. There needs to be an equal exchange as far as like where it goes. Because there's no way you say, "What do I look like being on somebody's stream?" and then pure, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the level is not the same, bro. It's not the same. Like, you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't have any interaction outside of this. If it was just one line on a song, what provoked you to even go this far in the first place? You should have just been like, "Nigga, fuck you," and then move on.
And Lucy's whole point was saying, if this is really about protecting the culture, then
right,
why aren't certain artists accepted? While
exactly.
Jane suddenly becomes the main target. He said that he wasn't necessarily
exactly
defending.
Because, and I'm a key, and it, because, hey, going back to Too Slimy, right? Y'all clown Too Slimy, right? Y'all clown Too Slimy out of that shit during that underground wars or whatever, right? Y'all hurt that nigga feelings. So would he be wrong to make a diss track? Right? Did he kind of take a shot at some of those niggas who were clowning his music? Like, right after they clown his shit? I think that's more warranted. So would he be in the wrong too? Technically, by this logic, would it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had felt some type of way and he came back and said, "Hey, fuck all them niggas that's on that shit, hard R this, hard R that," would he be justified? Y'all wouldn't say he would be justified, but by this logic, wouldn't he be justified? Because, hey, a beef is a beef. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Anything goes, right? Like, I'm just saying.
Everything that Jane says or does. But is this genuine, or are people switching up? And Lucy also was pushing back the whole
I think it's a lot of switch up.
That Jane was racist altogether. Lucy mentioned how Jane supported him and other artists. Instead, it also feels strange watching people suddenly jump from Jane made a weird joke to Jane is racist. This whole thing felt forced to him. Lucy also criticized how people were online cherry picking these tiny tweets and random.
There's a lot of cherry picking.
Entire narratives. I showed in my last video, but Lucy had went live and said,
I'm gonna say this because I'm not even trying to be on a bias. Because it's not, I can't be biased here. Even though I shout out Jane because I fuck with Jane heavy, right? I fuck with Jane, even though her fans, I don't even really call them fans, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some of her supporters do be kind of a little OD, but you know, that's a lot of fan bases. But Jane herself, you know what I'm saying? You know, cool peoples, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she just randomly out of nowhere would just be racist, bro. She's not fucking Chud the Builder. Like, bro, she's not Chud the Builder, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why y'all treating her like she's saying the hard R and like, you know what I'm saying, all this shit, bro. And I know it, and then people are trying to go back to that quote because apparently she did like an interview with somebody, and because I think we watched the interview on stream, or at least a little bit of it, at least where that part came out, where she was talking about her fans are kind of like if they were Playboy Cardi fans who wanted to be like black people or some shit. I don't want to misquote it, but like some shit like that. If you're saying that's racist, yeah, man, we got bigger issues then. And it's kind of, especially for the underground, for where it's like it's only racist when somebody of non-color here, where it's like this is a shared space for all different nationalities and races and gender equality, all that shit. This is, I would assume it would be like that, but there's still a lot of isms in this sphere, and it's very evident. You know what I'm saying?
Said, y'all found a comment with 0 likes under 100 views just to start a race.
Yeah, opium. She had opium fans if they didn't listen to black people. Yeah, basically.
And with the underground, nobody should.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how that's racist.
It should be consistent. And throughout this week, you can also tell that
she's basically saying her own fans are like just. She's basically calling out her own fans.
That Jane still talks too much online sometimes, but that doesn't automatically make her racist, because now you got people arguing over what counts as cultural disrespect, hypocrisy, what actually counts with that, and whether people are genuinely offended, or is people just choosing sides?
They choosing sides,
what I
bro.
got from this whole tweet and this whole conversation is that instead of just Dabo versus Jane, he took it to a whole bigger conversation.
If Jane would have said, black people smelly, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with them niggas over there. And she said nigga, like, you know what I mean? Then by all means, then y'all can go for it. But none of that came out of her mouth, bro. Bro, what you talking bad about one person doesn't equal the whole time. Because if anything, that's more racist on your part to think that black people are a monolith. Like, what? We're individual people. She said she don't want to be on one nigga stream. like she said she don't want to be on one nigga stream. How was that racist? How is it racist for her to say I don't want to be on this nigga specific man by name stream who so happened to be black? Like, what? That don't make no sense, bro. What the hell? That's like me saying, like, I'm trying to think who bro, that'd be like fucking, I don't know. If the Rock was to say, I don't want to be on fucking I don't know, fucking Jason the Ween stream. Does that make the Rock racist towards Asian people? Like, what? Like, does that make Rock racist towards Asian people, bro? Because he don't want to be on Jason the Ween stream, bro? Like, no, nigga. Like, no, bro. Just don't want to be on your stream, nigga.
Itself and how quickly underground fan bases weaponize race discourse.
That's how I'm seeing it.
And after all the major discourse happened, we're now at a different point. And y'all remember those tweets that Max was making saying, yo, be on the lookout for something because my young nigga finna go crazy. Yeah, it was a diss track. Let's just say that Dabo definitely went full out, full in into what he was trying to say about Jane. And we're not going to talk about the reactions yet. What's most important is not the shit that he was just doing throughout the video. It's also what he was saying. I'm going to go ahead and read off these lyrics to y'all. I swear it's fuck that nigga. I swear it's fuck his family tree. I chop the whole shit down like you did your D. I ain't know the pussy name until he fucking mentioned me. It's a fucking privilege to do a motherfucking stream with me. I show what the pussy do, make the pussy bleed. I don't give one fuck about no massage.
Now that this track is fucked up and not warranted.
I'm with the 5. Why these pussy niggas trying me? Tell her push up. Why the fuck you trying to be? He also put a part in the bridge where Jane was on an interview with Will and said to herself, my fans are kind of like opium fans if they didn't listen to black people. Dabo then came with a verse saying, stop speaking on the culture. It's black business.
That nigga just saying shit that had nothing to do with the culture. That has nothing to do with the culture. She literally just called her own fans just white. And you're saying stop speaking on the culture? Bitch, it's black business. What? What? This is performative. I'm sorry. How do you not see this as performative? What the freak? Racist hoe, she talking out her chest, ain't got no titties. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Versus she talking out her chest, ain't got no titties. Said it 3 more times, came back in with the chorus, came in with a closing saying stupid ass hoe and called her a bitch. And it's even crazy because if you watch the video itself, that's a whole nother thing, man. He's beating up a mannequin that looks like Jane Remover, who has the red wig and the white button up while vibing with his homie Wayne. And honestly, that's where the situation kind of splits. Because once people actually sat down and listened to the lyrics of Dabo's diss track,
how old is he? How old is this nigga, bro? I'm assuming like 19, 18. 20 at most. I'm gonna say 18 though, or 19. 18. You know what? It's not excusing it. I just want people to say this. It's not excusing it, but okay, this makes a lot of sense, I guess. Probably doesn't really know the ramification of what you just did here, sir. You probably don't realize what you just did here. What the fuck? What did he say?
Conversation stopped being about music itself. They feel like Jane already had a history of saying these questionable things.
Not appropriate, mate.
And black artists, and then got to the point where he publicly dissed them on top of that. So to them, this isn't a random attack out of nowhere. It was already viewed as weird to the culture. So people jump to the standpoint to say this is rap beef. You dissed them first. Don't act surprised when something.
No. One line of a song of a person who says that they don't want to be on stream does not equate for you to go to full misogyny, homophobia, and transphobia, bruh. That does not. That's not the same, bruh. That's literally not. There's no such thing as a no hold bars. There's an equivalent exchange to it, bruh. No. It's not no hold off bars, bruh. It's not. That's not how that works. That is 1,000% not how that works at all whatsoever. Now you could have been like I said earlier, nigga, fuck you, and I don't want to be on your stream. The lyrics that we just heard do not equate to anything what Jane said at all. She did not go after. She went after your stream. That's not even going after your character. That's not even going at, like, she didn't call you ugly. She didn't say, you know what I'm saying, you a dusty black, whatever, you know what I'm saying? She didn't do nothing crazy like that. Just said, I don't want to be on your stream. Like, what? That's not even remotely close. I'm not reading that. What is wrong with you?
Respond back, no matter what they're saying. But you do have people out there that's calling them out, saying that, yo, you took things a little too far with the lyrics, the imagery, the misgendering, and him also saying that he don't give a fuck about no misogyny, just going full out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'll be surprised. You probably fucked up your whole shit, bruh. Not aware, bruh. You gotta realize when you say things like, you know what I mean, like, it gotta, like, there has to be a reasoning behind that. And the reason it has to make sense to why you're saying something. You cannot defend this. What are we on? If you're defending this, you're weird, bro.
Full in. One side feels like Dabo crossed the line with transphobia and misogyny. One side feels like Jane got exposed and she racist. And honestly, I think that's why the discourse keep getting bigger every hour. People kind of frame this entire diss as him being hostile towards trans people. But there's also another side of this whole thing of people also defending Dabo. Their argument is basically, yo, this is rat beef. There's no rules. Jane threw the first shot.
It's not rat beef. Y'all don't know what actual beef is. Y'all don't know what actual beef is. Because I'm going to assume they had no problems outside of this. This all started because of that one lyric. That does not warrant enough for you to say all this shit. What are we talking about? That's not, like, bro, what's, for example, if we're going to go rap beefs, Drake and Kendrick, right? They had friction on and off, and they've been taking shots at each other for years before we got the infamous rap beef. There was real life implications during that. What warranted them going to a nuclear level. Y'all niggas, I'm pretty sure have y'all had conflict outside of this? Huh? Have y'all met each other and had, you know what I'm saying? Or was this just based off of, like, bro, what are we doing, bro? It's like if I dissed a white guy because I thought his music was ass, and his reply is just racist shit about black people. It's literally just that. Not even, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, and y'all would not justify that because it'll be dumb as hell. It'll be dumb as hell. You're not justifying that. Like, bro, like, what? That's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, nigga, I don't like your music. White guy coming in here saying, you chipping out. You it's like, what? It's like, I don't, like, bro, bro, if I said I don't like Eminem music, and then Eminem made a diss saying, you monkey, like, what?
Got publicly, and then people got upset only after Dabo responded in the harshest way possible, you see? Especially with his calm and the way he kind of moves about things on his streams. And so for a lot of people, it wasn't really surprising to see Dabo's response to Jane. But it only went.
But that's also weird though, because y'all enabling this behavior. Oh, that's just him. So what do y'all expect? What? No.
For for a lot of people because she is trans. And once that became a conversation, the entire discourse changed. Now you got people arguing about what counts as hate speech, just
that's
bars,
weird.
Does the intent matter? Does underground culture excuse everything? And when people also see Skywater reposting a song, it becomes even more questionable.
That's weird.
One side sees the underground rap culture doing exactly what it's always been doing.
That's
being
weird,
disrespectful, offensive, ruthless, definitely not being political throughout the track, when it's already labeled as a diss track. The whole entire comment is arguing over which version is true. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing, bro. Also, make sure y'all follow my IG and my Twitch right now. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.
All right, let's go watch the second one, bro.
Like, bro, you crying like a Fantano, bro.
Somehow this whole Jane and Dalbo situation got even messier after the diss track.
Hey, shout out Duty, man.
I kind of explained the whole backstory behind this whole thing, how the whole thing started, why people feel some type of way about the diss, and why the whole topic itself kind of divided everything. Even Max himself jumping back in. People also defending Dalbo even harder, other people saying that he crossed the line completely, and Jane herself finally speaking more directly about the situation itself. And at this point, it's not even just rap beef anymore. You got people out there going back and forth about boundaries in the diss tracks, misogyny, transphobia, hypocrisy, and also what goes and what doesn't in rap battles. So for anybody that missed that last video, Dalbo did drop a diss aimed at Jane removal.
Only Eminem song I got in my playlist is my tees.
Of course, a lot of people
my tees gone cold.
Nobody should complain.
I wonder why
get violated in songs, especially when you sent an unnecessary shot first. And that's pretty much where their entire split kind of happened. One side feels like Jane dissed first, so whatever happens after that.
I mean, okay, I get that it may have been unnecessary, but is it warranted for it to be this level? That's the argument that needs to be made here. Is it warranted to go this level? You know? People say subliminals all the time. You don't see rappers just randomly making a whole diss track on a nigga, like, and eviscerating their whole shit, especially if it's not crazy or wild. Like at this, like as much as this is. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like, hey man, your shoes untied. You're a fucking ugly ass piece of shit. Monkey. Like, bro, what? That's literally the same level of response. Like, bro, nobody goes that hard. Like, bro, were you that offended because a nigga don't want to be on your stream? Like, what? It's like there's no way you could be that offended from somebody saying that because they don't want to be on your stream. You can't be that offended to where you had to pull out all the phobias and all the isms on a song, bruh. There's no way you could be that offended or warrant that. Like, there's no way you could have been. I just don't understand that.
And the other side feels like there's a difference between dissing somebody and sounding malicious. Then after this, Max got brought into the conversation again. So more artists spoke out too. Uzi Bayrock spoke out, and it kind of went from there. And like I told y'all, Jane actually responded more directly to the backlash.
Also, I feel like this is unnecessary.
And honestly, her response made the conversation even bigger. Jane made it clear that she wasn't trying to act offended in any way that people were assuming. She acknowledged also being trans, but the bigger issue to her was what the diss actually represents. Meanwhile, Dalbo supporters doubled down and basically argued nobody cared about the disrespect when Dalbo was getting attacked. Now,
what disrespect? A nigga saying I don't want to be on your stream? Are we serious? Yo, that's the problem with fan bases, bro. There's never like there's no actual like nuances or anything. They're gonna just they're gonna side with their creator whether they're right or wrong because they know that for a fact that they support this person. They will never take the person's actual accountability out of like in question. Like y'all not putting this man, like y'all not like actually holding him accountable. You're just making excuses for his actions. How do you not see this is wrong, bro? You're literally allowing him to do this and doubling down, trying to defend him for something that he is clearly in the wrong of. Do y'all not have a brain for yourself? Y'all should be holding this nigga accountable, not trying to double down because he's your favorite artist. This is why a lot of y'all just mindless sheep. It's NPC world, bro. Like, what? It's an NPC world, bro. You just allowing this tomfoolery to happen. And this is exactly why we get to the places that we get to, because y'all niggas y'all just don't, man.
Suddenly y'all got rules for this shit. And that's why this whole thing spread like wildfire, because they're debating morals. Don't speak for me. I'm not offended by that song, other than the fact that it sounds bad. But a lot of y'all would kick it with Chris Brown. Chill, Dalbo just slow. He not Chris Breezy. Well, of course not. But we know how the fans blow things out of proportion. Or do people only care when mine do it? Which I don't endorse. Somebody said you're endorsing the hate that he's getting by playing victim. You dissed him first, by the way. She said, I don't have any change. Hashtag blue check. It's just a bad diss from him above all else. Like,
damn, if I call somebody a lizard, and a nigga come out with a whole slurs calling me the hard R, man, take me out this earth, bruh. I'm sorry. I God forbid somebody says they don't like the way I tie my shoes, and I just come out with a whole like attacking whole groups of people. Not even like come on, bruh.
Yes, I'm trans.
Y'all not even attacking the individual person. You're attacking the whole community of people.
I seen to have stuck a nerve. Your priorities seem to not be in order. Somebody said he actually be on the stream. She replied and said, why else would I have said that? Sorry, I forgot I'm a nasty blood hungry bitch who hates everyone without reason. Laugh out loud. Come collect your means, get off your ass, and make something move. After those tweets from Jane, Ned Max added more fuel to the fire with the tweets and the reactions that kept the situation active online instead of letting it die down. Different underground communities started picking sides. Some creators and artists were definitely defending Dabo heavily.
Jane Remover. Jane Remover is from Jersey. Jane Remover, I'm not gonna lie to you. You from Jersey. We supposed to be locked in like this. So why you dissing my little man? Oh God. Why is she doing that? She brought my up for no reason. Shot it on his whole stream. Took a whole fart on that.
Because she doesn't want to be on a nigga's stream? What? Y'all niggas. I'm sorry, y'all niggas sensitive, bro. I don't care, bro. Y'all niggas dead ass. Y'all niggas sensitive, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not even defense of Jane anymore. This is a straight up true. Y'all niggas is sensitive, bro. There's no way you felt that that hurt because a nigga said they don't want to be on your stream, so that warned you to go off like this. Like what? Am I okay, dead ass. Am I tripping? Am I tripping for saying this, bro? Am I the only one that like feels like this is weird? It's crazy. What we got going on, bro? There's no way a nigga did not shit on your stream. You don't know? Okay. So I'm gonna say it like this, right? If a person says I don't like your music, right? Are you going to then in turn call them out their name going crazy? Like, because they don't like one aspect of something that you do. They're not even saying that you're bad. They didn't even say you're trash. They didn't say none of that. They just said, I just don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Like, bro, what? Like, I don't like that. This is the one thing I don't want to be a part of your shit, bro. You say you get why they're a little mad about it solely because it literally came out of nowhere. None asked her. No one asked her about it. Just said it for no reason, and that's fair. But like, does that still warrant to? Is that still like legit? Like looking at it from an objective lens, is that actually, other than it be coming out of nowhere, the actual thing coming out of nowhere? The words verbatim, is it warranted a response like this? Is a lot of niggas say a lot of things about people out of nowhere. Like what? It's just criticism. It's literally it's not even that crazy. Like what we like. A lot of people say a lot of things unprovoked. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna want to be on your shit. It doesn't matter. Like you can't control what niggas say, even if it's just random. Like bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like you could be like at most you can be like if some like because niggas be saying that you know you're not funny, all that shit. I'll be like, okay, and we'll move on. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't hurt me. What? I don't care. What did Dawson say? I don't care. It's one nigga that said they didn't want to be on your stream one time. It doesn't warrant all of this response, but I get why they initially were confused about it. Okay, you can be confused and you can be like whatever. My thing is, and my thing is just like, bro, like it's like I don't care. I really don't care. Like it's like, okay, that was weird that you said that, and I just keep it pushing. Like what? I'm not about to make a whole diss track on a nigga. It's like, for example, Splash was dogging this guy yesterday on 1v1 beats, but I was just saying Nick's beats weren't for me. So Splash is better. That was literally, that's not even remotely. You just wanted to say that, you know what, whatever, we're moving on. All right, bruh.
Why?
See that shit like that? That shit would piss me off.
Okay, so you
Cause see that was a like, bro, what?
When somebody diss, everything goes, nigga. It's a diss.
Yeah, but my thing is it really a diss though? Somebody's saying they don't want to be on your stream versus somebody saying anything else outside of that is too, like, if they would have, if Jane would have said your streams are ass, I don't understand why nobody watches your shit. That's why I don't want to go on there, because your shit is lame. That's a diss. If a nigga say, what do I look like being on your stream? I don't have the time. I don't want to be on your stream. You see the difference in that? You see that you're attacking. It's somebody saying one thing is being involved with something versus the other is actually attacking the actual thing that you're saying that's a part of you. Those are two different things, bro. That's not a diss. Somebody saying they don't want to be on your stream is not a diss. I'm sorry. What the fuck they look like being on your diss? Yeah, nigga, like, bro, like, that's not a diss. I'm sorry. It's not. You're being sensitive. Like, nobody cares. Like, keep it pushing. It's not that crazy. It's really not. Even if it is unprovoked.
I thought Dom was gonna come on that bitch. I don't like your red hair. Make it blue. That pussy ass little shit. No, he gonna go on that bitch. He gonna pop his shit. He did. He said you ain't got
fuck,
no
I look like hopping on a double. I hit the troll face because it's a music memes. Okay, I didn't know that part. I didn't even, but to be fair, I didn't even know that nigga do music. Okay, well, I guess that's a little bit more warranted. I guess. I mean, if he takes his music serious, does he take his music serious? Because only people talk about that first part. I didn't hear about that second part. Somebody going after your music and be like, I hit the troll face because his music's memes. I mean, you watch him, but he does. You don't watch him, but he does make music. All right, hold on. What's his name? It's Young, right? Okay, he got one song a year ago, a month ago, a year ago. Wait. Other than this nigga only got Blood only got 3 songs. Bro, what? Blood only got 3 songs out. I don't even know if this is even a song. This nigga just making a beat. All right. Okay. Now we got to be real. Let's be real. My nigga got 3 songs out. I got more songs out than this nigga. If you let me hear one song, bro. Let me hear one song. This seems like this the biggest song, bro. Let me hear one song, bro. I'm really dead ass not even trying to, Let me hear it, bro. Oh shit, what the fuck? What the fuck? Chopped Anthem. Chopped Anthem featuring Miles. I don't even have to watch this. I don't even have to watch this. You don't take your shit serious. I don't even have to watch this. You don't take your shit serious. There's no way you found that to be offensive. Bro, I thought he was gonna be, I thought he was at least gonna be like, some Too Slimy shit. Like Too Slimy, he take his shit serious. Nigga, you have a song called Chopped Anthem and Miles with featuring Miles. I'm not taking that shit serious. Maybe, okay, maybe this one, he did this a month ago. Let's, maybe he's more serious here.
Bitch, your thing, she don't mean double OD. My bitch, her back, so she thick as fuck with double D. My big ass fatty fuck, she barely fitting G. I don't know why you tripping, y'all hoe for the king. I don't know why you tripping, y'all hoe for the king. In my king, he be tweaking off that fucking beam. Off that fucking beam, get that shit by any mean. Off that fucking beam, get that shit by any mean. I buy like cold beef.
And y'all know I stay on my nigga Dabo. I don't get no fuck. Jane, I ain't got no problem. Dabo don't even got no problem with you. But you dissed for no reason.
Nigga say he ain't got a problem, but yet with straight homophobia, misogynistic lyrics and visuals, and then transphobia. That's crazy. But I ain't got no problem though. Cause he said I don't want to. What the fuck I look like being on your stream, and I hit the troll face. His music's memes, and he literally has meme music. And you literally have meme music. Like, what are we on, bruh? Who is the guy on the top right just chilling? That's Young Duty. That's Young Duty D.
Chat, tell me I'm lying.
That's Young Duty
Tell
D,
me I'm lying.
bruh.
I'm proud of that Dabo though. And all y'all niggas on his dick, suck my dick. Fuck y'all. The fuck? She dissed him first. Everything fair. Everything's fair.
And of course, nobody's neutral about the situation anymore.
That nigga must be on some type of honey pack or something. Why he moving like that?
Everybody really got a side. And it just say a lot about the underground rap culture right
Why you
now,
moving like
because most
that?
of the online beefs that be happening ain't about music for real.
Hey man, look, you can defend your friend all you want,
personal beliefs get involved,
but you're gonna have to keep it a buck. I don't think you actually listen to the song.
Crossed the line.
And if you did and you still agree with that, you're just as weird as he is.
Because
don't
everybody
care.
feel like both sides got its rights and its wrongs. It got to a point where Dabo did hop on stream and address the whole situation between him and Jay. He went full in with the production. He did his own Genius interview. He explained the whole intention behind the diss. He also addressed people saying that he was homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, and just making crazy claims surrounding his name, and also made sure to address every major platform out there that spoke about the situation.
Not Anthony Fantano.
I'm gonna just roll out the most important clips.
Pitchfork suck my ass. And one, bro, Pitchfork saying my shit is evil.
Wait, this shit got on Pitchfork? Okay. All right.
Evil. They think my ass is. They think I'm. Bro, are we serious?
I mean, what do you expect when you pull out a music video like that, and it's the first kind of attraction people are going to see about you, bro? What the fuck do you expect? What? What do you expect?
Say my shit is evil. Evil? Boo. Like that. Are we serious? I'm gonna just be real. I ain't even fucking know you for real. So when I see you dissing me, saying it's I look like hopping on a Dabo stream, in my music a meme, I say, wow. It's like that.
You literally have a meme song. What are we talking about? All right, maybe this nigga ain't really taking it serious. One of your biggest songs is literally a meme song. What are we talking about? This shit is so stupid. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't care, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Nigga, what? Nigga, you literally have a meme song. So you just really just made this just to get your gripes out? Is that what? Do you not? Now, also real shit, like dead ass, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let's just say, even at the height of this, if you wanted to make a diss track about Jane, you didn't like dead ass. There's plenty other ways to diss somebody without having to attack whole groups of people, especially when they didn't call you out your name like that. Like I said, there's levels to it. There's not, oh, you say one thing that I don't like, now all of a sudden that opens the floodgates for me to just say whatever I want. Not even just attacking that one person, knowing that it's going to affect a groups of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not about to like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just ignorance, though. You just don't understand the complications of shit. Is that this does not warrant you to be able to just say anything. A diss between two people, a real rap diss is based on that singular person. You attack the person. You don't attack everybody else outside of that. That had nothing to do with anything. You can't say, I don't give a fuck about no misogyny and be like, oh, I'm only referring to her. Like, no, that's not how that works, bro. Because when you say, I don't do no misogyny, that's referring to all people that fall under that spectrum, sir. I know you probably don't realize that, but that's just how that works, bro. He could have said so many things about Jane without the offensive stuff. I'm not even mad about the offensive stuff, because if that's really how you feel, then that's all it is. But it's about attacking the specific person. You could have said that she chopped or whatever. You could have said, her split ends is You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have said that she wear a wig, all that type. It's really not that hard. She dresses trash, like your music's trash, like all that shit. You could have went with all that other shit, bro. There's plenty of other things you could have said. Plenty of other things. Like, this is why I know niggas don't really know about disses. Y'all took the Drake and Kendrick as it being an example when that has more nuance to it. This is like, you got mad at this woman for saying 2 lines, and one of them is literally true. The other one, you know what I mean, out of nowhere, unprovoked. Okay, sure. If you wanted to make a diss, you could have been like, hey, Jane, your shit trash too. What the fuck you talking about being on a Jane song or some shit? You chopped ugly, all that shit. You could have did all that. Instead, you went straight for the transphobic bars, the homophobic bars. And that's when you know when a nigga has nothing else to say, they just go to that and then try to justify it, be like, it's beef. No, nigga, it's not beef. Especially when y'all really don't have friction. Y'all have no friction. Y'all never met each other in real life. You just said it, bro. You're like, you don't know the nigga. You never met each other in real life. Like, what? You can't say these things and then say that I'm referring only to her. No, nigga, you referring to the whole group of people. You can't say I don't give a fuck about no misogyny. Do you know how crazy that sounds? That's like if Chud the Builder literally said, well, he did say this. Like, that's like saying Chud the Builder literally said, I don't give a fuck about slavery. Like, bro, what? After like that, like, really think about that. If a black person would come up to this man and be like, hey man, I don't like your mustache, and then he makes a whole diss track, be like, I don't give a fuck about no slavery. Come on, bro.
It's like that, gently. It's like that. So it's whatever you else gotta say. It's all that other shit. It's all that other shit. My mama's all that other shit. It's all that other shit. And yes, it's a motherfucking privilege to do a stream with me. It's a motherfucking privilege.
Now you're feeling yourself.
One thing I said, and yes, I stand on it. And if anybody has a problem about it, cry about it. How the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest. You the only person that's gonna be crying about it, because niggas, hey, you trying to double down on this is not gonna look good for you, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dooley, it's not gonna look good for you, bro. I promise. It's not gonna look good for you. I'm not saying your career is over, but you can't be saying that shit and then Pitchfork sees it. A lot of other companies are gonna see this too. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if we want to do businesses with that guy. They're not gonna do business with you when they see you out here with all these homophobic, transphobic bars and shit, bro. Like, what they're gonna be like, bro? Imagine Nike coming in here and be like, hey man, we have faith in this young kid, bro. We got faith in this young kid. Let's assign him. And then they see that, they're like, oh, yeah, I think we're gonna take our business elsewhere, bro. Oh, you say you don't like misogyny? Oh, you don't give a fuck about misogyny? Oh, okay, all right. Well, I guess we're out of here. Like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm not saying your career is over, but like, bro, you don't think companies and businesses ain't gonna see this shit? Especially this big, bro. Like, if you want to in any futures endeavors, you don't think they're gonna pull this shit up? Digital footprint is a real thing, my nigga. You don't think they're gonna pull this shit up? Be like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, this nigga's on this type of timing? Oh yeah, bet. We're not doing no business with you, sir. What? You think people want to be attached and associated with this? And you doubling down because a nigga said, and especially when they hear the implications of why you said this, nigga, you're cooked. You're done. Dooley, you're done. You're flambéed. You are flambéed, bro. You're beyond cooked. You are flambéed. You are pressurized cooked, bro. You're done, bro. Like, you don't realize the implications of what you done, bro. It's not gonna go over. Like, this is gonna haunt you, bro. You can say that and if you stand on 10 toes on that, you literally disagreeing to what you're saying. You can't, like, come on, bro. You if you stand 10 toes with the words that you're saying, you know, the courts, they use lyrics and they apply it in the real world. Like, they're gonna apply it. Like, they're gonna assume that you actually agree with the shit you're saying. You didn't even say it was no satire or nothing. Hey, man.
You want this, then get mad at me responding and say you went too far. Ain't no rules, bro. I'ma just be real. I don't know if your label told you to drop that song, because let's be real, artists has millions of songs. You did not have to diss me. You could have dissed Rod Wave's fat. You could have dissed a million people. For some reason, you could attack me for no reason. And it's not even about the stream. It's like, why are you talking about me? When have I ever spoke about you? You're just a Like that's like suck my like if you didn't want to do a stream, okay. Like you could have kept it private. It's like you just wanted some publicity. Well, here you go. You got your fucking publicity. And I'ma just be real, suck my stop crying on Twitter saying, yo, all this other bullshit. You know what you were doing. You know what the fuck you were doing. How can you call me blank phobic, hating on blah, when I'm clearly referring to you by your fucking pronouns?
That's not how that works. Oh man, bruh. That's not how that works at all. How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Nigga, what? How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Like how? Like what?
You're a. Did I lie? Did I fucking lie? Did I lie?
Young people,
Did
am I
lie?
right?
Did I lie? I'm asking you again, did I lie? So a lot of people on the internet is saying I'm a blank phobic when that's just bull. Never lied once, told all but the truth, held back, could have said something crazier, but I had respect. So suck my.
You had respect, but you literally. You had respect, but you said everything is all. Bro, hey man, this nigga flaw made, bro. It's over for this man, bro. Not really though, because I feel like a lot of people they're just gonna move on from this, to be honest. But as far as like a PR thing, bro, your PR is in the drains, bro. Because I don't see a lot of people like you. This is not a thing you want to die on a hill with, bro. It's not even about Jane anymore at this point, because you don't realize that you're attacking multiple groups of people now with what you're saying. It's not even about Jane anymore, bro. You don't realize what you done did, bro. Like dead ass. Like you don't, and just from a business standpoint, it just doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense, bro. I'm stinging it from that way, because like, bro, this is like you just making yourself look way worse than what it is, bro. You could have let this die down. Like honestly, especially for, like I said, what warranted this response, there's no need to die on this hill, bro. But you'll see in real time though. It is what it is. I really just wish that, and it's not even just for him. I just like a lot of people that do this type of shit. It's like, bro, there has to be some real people that hold niggas accountable, bro. We need to stop being like, oh, cause he's 18 or whatever. Like, bro, real niggas need to start holding people accountable for this type of shit, bro. Like, is that like, especially as a young nigga as yourself, bro, like, you don't realize how, like, what you are doing right now, bro. Like, you are self-hoeing yourself for no reason. You are literally self-hoeing for no. Jane don't even have to say anything anymore, like at all whatsoever. You are literally self-hoeing yourself for no reason. You don't. Why are you doubling down on this? And I'm laughing because it's like, bro, nobody and niggas that are agreeing are just as stupid as you. This is like, bro, this why niggas need OGs, bro. You going down the wrong path, sir. You're going down the wrong path. This is not a path you want to go down, bro. Y'all want to talk about industry ties? He done lost all his industry ties. You think people in the industry gonna want to be around a nigga who is openly and admit and said it on camera, whether you actually don't believe it or not, but you said it on camera, so you know how fans work. You know how this shit's gonna run. People are gonna openly like feel like you are the things that you said in your song, and especially the song that's getting attention that even Pitchfork is even picking it up. You think people gonna want to do business with you, sir? You think, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are hoeing yourself for no reason over a not even a diss, over a slight jab. All because you wasn't in your feelings, bro. It's just crazy, bro. Like, nigga, you just ruined your, like, I'm not saying you ruined your career, but because I'm pretty sure your friend, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Max, he got your back, you know what I'm saying? Like, the streamers, niggas gotta stay together, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all just, the mistakes y'all niggas be making is just so like unavoidable.
What's wrong with these? What did you want me to say in the diss? What did you want me to say? I don't like that you... Let me chill out. Hush up. Hush up. It's simple as that. I'ma be real. A lot of niggas are saying, I seen that Pitchfork shit. They call me evil. Pitchfork, suck my fucking... What's wrong with these? Suck my... They calling me evil. Calling me evil. Suck my... I swear it's that nigga. I swear it's his family tree. I chopped the whole shit down like I did your. What I meant about this bar, I swear it's that. I swear it's his family tree. It's that nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't retract anything I said. A lot of niggas.
I guarantee you, some racist man is cooking up some shit right now, and then people are gonna have to justify that because it's like, you said, hey, it's a diss, no holds bars, gang. Oh Lord, I'm about to see a lot of hard R's and monkeys, bro. I guarantee you.
First thing, I'm misgendering that verbatim. Did he not say he go by any pronoun? I swear it's that nigga. I swear it's his fucking family. I don't give a. I give no. It's that nigga. His family for birth.
You don't give a fuck once your opportunity starts drying out.
How the fuck you diss me? And after that, you gonna start crying like a little on the fucking internet. Suck my. Don't start something, then start crying on Twitter. What's wrong with him? Since when a diss had fucking rules? And after that, what I meant about I chopped the whole shit down like he did you. It's exactly like how it sounds. I chopped the whole shit down. What's wrong with these? I don't give a. My fans are kind of like opium fans if they didn't listen to black people. Come on, bro. You're 22 and you're just saying bullshit. And that's why what I said in my next bar, I meant every ounce of it. And I said, wow, don't speak bad for me. I'm not offended by that song. And then other the fact, it sounds bad. But a lot of y'all will kick it with Chris Brown. Whenever somebody says a song sounds bad, they're butthurt after they got this back. Like, are we serious? Just keep your mouth shut. Is she comparing me to Chris Brown? Are we serious? Holy shit. This is my last time responding to this too, chat. I promise. Unless if somebody wants to prolong it. But I'm not going to talk about this. I swear. Get your old ass on, Fantano. You do not give a that much.
Part of the reason I'm mentioning this is that I do feel like...
I mean, he probably don't give a fuck, but he probably trying to help you out, brother. You laughing, but... Hey. I wouldn't be surprised if niggas start distancing themselves from you. Because of this. It's a business. What Drake say? No friends in the industry.
This back and forth is representative of what the
no friends in the
underground's identity is at the moment, or what the battle for it is. Because while you do have a lot of artists who seemingly are very open-minded or come from a place of queer identity, there's also a lot of meat-headed bigotry going on within the scene on a regular basis from its
he not listening either,
from
bro.
Its commentator.
He's not listening. Yep.
Damn, these like, bro, you crying like a.
He not listening,
of course,
bro.
like I told y'all, this whole scenario, I don't think it's going to end completely. Of course, it is going to die off, but the argument itself turned into something else. And it seems to be a thing where Dabo and Max definitely not taking this whole thing serious. You know, just kind of entertaining the.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the same man who brought on that Asian woman who literally had dreams about King Von. That nigga don't take nothing serious. Bro, I know you not taking anything serious, bro. You literally went to China to find Chinese rappers, and then one girl literally came on the stream saying she had a dream about King Von, and that's why King Von manifested it. You don't take none of this shit serious, bro. Didn't listen to a single word, not a single word, bro. It's up, man.
Beef, playing into it, getting the clicks, and with people feeling some type of way because they're still in that point where they're like, yo, you came at us first. And even though she is entertaining it, it seems to be a thing where Jane don't really give a either. She's not hurt about this at all.
That's fair.
And she also feel like it's being dragged on. So hopefully this does die off a little bit, but let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing, man. Make sure y'all follow my IG and my Twitch right now. I love you.
Jane may not care, but her fans do. And they not gonna let that shit go. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Jane fans do not let shit go. Literally, they do not let shit go. They are not gonna let you off the hook on this one. And they're gonna start calling you all that type of shit, bro. And honestly, from this, it's like rightfully so, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is just not it's just not a hill to die on. Of course you say that. Okay, so overall, if these niggas don't care, which yeah, it is what it is.
Bless. Peace.
Hey man, shout out Duty, man. Shout out Duty, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, this whole thing is just led to something that don't need to be this way. And yeah, you can maybe blame on Jane. You could blame Jane for kind of starting it, but this nigga made it way worse for him. And honestly, it's really just the fact that he doesn't see the implications outside of this, because it's really got nothing to do with Jane anymore. This got to do with a whole bigger thing that you don't realize is gonna affect you, bruh. I wouldn't be surprised if niggas just start distancing themselves from you. This is not a hill you want to die on, bro. There's literally no point. There's no point, bro. But hey, man, Hopefully this nigga can recover from this. I don't know, man. I'm not with that tomfoolery, bro. There's not no freedom of speech type of shit. It's a freedom of rebuttal. Don't be surprised, because I'm gonna be honest, you just opened an invitation. If Jane actually wanted to entertain this, don't be surprised if Jane would have came out of nowhere and started calling you the hard R, chopped monkey, and all that other stuff, because it's fair game is fair game. She got the right to do that now, because you set the rules, right? There's no limit on this, and so if she starts saying the hard R and start calling you monkey and shit, hey, you gotta eat that, right? That's a diss, right? That's a diss, right? Just saying, bro. Be like that, bro. But hey, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. We moving on, bro. All right. Enough of the woke talks. Let's talk about some real shit. Bro. Let's get to it, bro. Oops.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemens, and this is a breakdown of Season 5, Episode 6 of The Boys, titled Though the Heavens Fall. And yeah, spoilers, I need a cigarette after this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a cigarette too.
To ease the pain.
Coconut. Stop saying that!
Hell breaks loose, and let's do what we do best. Just go through it scene by scene for all the details. I'm still reeling from it. It's a really hard episode. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes launching your own website a breeze. Before we get into it, make sure to check out nerdride.show. Still, the man now goes by Chet Vanderbilt, and he always carries some Oral-B tooth floss. Bianca.
Look, all I'm gonna say is, because I think there's only there's 2 episodes left, right? Are we cooked? Are we done? Are we fucked? Let's really talk about it. Are we fucked? Are we actually fucked, bruh? Soulja Boy is so fine. I say this every time. I like that. I like the old man. I would agree with you if it was last episode, but this episode, I'm just gonna say fuck Soulja Boy. I don't care. Fuck that nigga. I don't care. We're cooked. It's over. We're done for.
Breath spray. The legend is going by Chet Vanderbilt.
We're done for.
Which is officially the whitest of white names, originating in the Netherlands. Gloria
We're
Vanderbilt
done for.
is one of the most well-known ones. She's Anderson Cooper's mom, and meanwhile, the legend is always spouting off the most old man Jewish facts with his New York accent, and this is just making all of us cackle here, especially Gina, because you know, like, Jewish, still white, but it's still a very different vibe than Vanderbilt white. Also, Bianca breath spray is a very old breath spray that, like, maybe your dad from the 80s would carry around. The theater is
Bianca.
AMC, a play off AMC theaters, and this place
love
is
his fun
of
facts.
AMC in more ways than just its
Shout out
name.
AMC.
In the back is a collage of a bunch of different soups, and I presume they all had their own like movies or cameoed in famous VOT studio pictures.
Man,
like a lot of AMC theaters, even our AMC Town Center 8 in Burbank, we also have a
shout out
very
AMC,
similar
man, for
mural celebrating
scamming
famous
niggas
actors
out of
and even more
$20
famous
per ticket.
movies. This may be similar across most AMC theaters, if not all, but it
There should be no reason why I'm paying $40 for 2 tickets.
looks very similar to the Texas one with Marilyn Monroe in the center. From left to right, we see
Don't say a single thing. Don't say a single thing. I've never been there. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know where that's
The
at.
Donald Trump Mar-a-Lago portrait.
Oh my
This is
friend.
Moon Shadow, who we saw in American Hero. Then we have The Deep, Livewire, Crimson Countess,
Near
Black
your
Noir,
house.
SWATO, Firecracker,
Never been there a day in my
Translucent,
life.
Sister Sage, the TNT Twins, Big Chief Apache, and Mindstorm. In front of that weird mural is The Deep, Secrets of Atlantis.
You
This
used to
was
work
phase
there,
7 of
actually.
VOT
I
Studios'
never worked at a
plan. It was to be
movie
released
theater.
after Training A Train, which
You know what though? But high key though, I'm not gonna lie. If I could go back in time, I kind of wish I kind of did work at a movie theater. Just dead ass. I don't know. Something about Quentin Tarantino really like put me into perspective. Like a movie theater, working at a movie theater actually might be one of the coolest jobs for real. Cause really think about it, you get to see free movies, free food, and all you gotta do is just punch a nigga ticket or whatever, or on an app shit or whatever. That shit fire. You got fired for falling asleep watching movies when you were supposed to be working. March to June 2021. I was streaming. Well, actually, no, I wasn't streaming. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't in no movie theaters. I had a lot of people. I knew a lot of people that worked at movie theaters though, so I got to watch movies for free. Man, boy, I wish I could go back to those days, bruh.
Which of course was shelved. You also see promotions
W2020,
for a tub of the deep
W2021,
popcorn
bruh.
and Turbo Rush for $32.99, which is almost
I mean, not
the same
2021,
price at the
2019.
AMC theaters. Jesus Christ! Honestly, it's not even that funny anymore. I can't afford concessions. Back right, Sage already has a damn movie. These posters seem to be designed by Jeff Massa.
2019 to 2022,
because these
obviously minus pandemic.
Here he is, so you can follow him. Next to the Sage poster is one for Dr. Peculiar, clearly a play off Doctor Strange, and this character comes from the boys' comics.
Good Lord,
Father
man.
has a musical, Deliver Us from Evil is
Yeah, I don't know
rated
how
R
many
for
free
nudity.
movies I got
Opposite
to
of
go
that
in
is a Firecracker
to see,
poster,
bruh.
Firecracker Red, White, and Boom. Next to that is
And I'm talking about the start of
Groundhog poster.
2019,
Groundhog was a
well,
character we
2018
saw in
technically.
Diabolical episode 6. He's also on the
Oh,
poster
Father.
for Crimson Countess's movie. Speaking of Crimson Countess, in the later shots we'll see on the main floor another Crimson Countess poster. On the right, they're making fun of the new Superman poster as Homelander's film.
What the fuck? I didn't even
Homelander
know
says,
that.
"Look out," instead of look up. And to the left is another Oh Father poster, and of course the stupid
Oh,
deep popcorn
Father?
bucket. It's like the Wolverine
That shit looks
popcorn bucket
scary.
that was making fun of the
What the fuck? What is this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that a popcorn bucket with a Uzi on top of it? Is this Dune? No way. Yo, somebody fuck this. I don't care. Somebody fuck this, bruh.
Dune fuck bucket. Also, oh my god, they gave the Deeps popcorn bucket teeth, as if it wasn't already horrifying enough.
We don't remind me, bruh.
Get a restraining order. The legend takes a deep.
Let's just
inhale of
leave
the
that
popcorn
alone,
and
bro.
then
That's in the
says
past,
this.
gang.
You know what the smell reminds me of? Miriam Leibowitz. I met her at a B'nai B'rith Purim carnival.
Purim is a Jewish holiday usually celebrated in February or March on the 14th.
I'm not gonna lie.
and there's
I have to tell a story. There was one time, and I kid you, this is a true story, by the way. One of my friends that I knew that worked at the at a certain specific movie theater told me one time that they how do I say this? You know how when they butter your popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Like how they got that little dispensary thing or whatever that butters the popcorn on the shits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. One of my friends told me that his ex came in there, you know what I'm saying, when they were like, you know what I'm saying, type shit. This man said, I nutted on her popcorn and mixed it with the butter and gave it to her. And she was eating nut popcorn. Just gonna let y'all sink that in for a second.
costumes and food, and a Purim carnival is usually a damn good time.
And she couldn't tell the difference.
Or Hamantashen, if you catch my drift.
Hamantashen, on the other hand, is a delicious filled pastry that they serve on Jewish
was
holidays.
cool.
And Gogger is that noisemaker toy that they always have at the celebrations that every kid on the East Coast would bring home and annoy their mom and dad with until they took it away. That's when Mother's Milk arrived.
Just think about somebody nutting in your popcorn and you can't tell the difference. She at least knew? No, she didn't know. Still to this day, she does not know. She didn't know. And mind you, it wasn't that he went in the back and like, you know, whatever. This man had it in a bag already pre-filled. So this man was walking around with a bag full of his own shits. Because they had a nasty breakup. So, you know, he was very petty. And let's just say he was also weird. I will admit that. And yeah. She knew that she was coming in to the shits. She was coming into the movie theaters. I think she was there to meet like a friend or some shit. And this your man's? Not anymore. I haven't talked to this person for a long time. Look, look, the only reason why I'm telling this story, because you know me, he's, you know, not a good person. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a good person. But I will say that was a crazy thing to say, because this man was walking around with a baggie full of his his skeet, just to spite this woman. Just to spite this woman, mind you, just to spite this woman, because she was going to the movie theaters with her best friend, right? When the guy that they tell you not to, whatever. But they were dead ass best friends because the nigga was gay, but he didn't know that type shit. This sounds like a fucking movie, but I swear to God, this is real though. But she was there to meet up with a friend and like two friends actually. It was a guy and another girl. Mind you, this nigga gay. So I don't know how the hell, and it wasn't like one of those like, oh, he might have been like, no, this is wide and open gay. Like he was very clearly attracted to non-coochie. And they came, and she went to this cassette because he worked at the concession stand. I don't know what it's called, where it was, but he worked where they sell the popcorn and the candy and all that shit. And he knew. Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, this was probably like maybe 3 months after they broke up, I think. Cause this was during summertime. And niggas like to go to the movies a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you know somebody, like just cause they broke up doesn't mean like they can't, like she can't go see free movies. Like, he was still hooking up with the free movies, being spiteful and all that shit. And she came there, see her homeboy and her homegirl. And they walked over. He knew that they were coming because one of his friends told his other friend told him that they were going to go there with some guy or some shit. Didn't know it was a gay guy. So this nigga said, and mind you, it wasn't a week's worth. It wasn't 2 weeks worth. Mind you, it wasn't even a day worth, mind you. This was a month. I don't even know how this is even possible. So I just want you to know, this man had over a month's worth of skeet in a little ass bag. Yes, he had a month's worth of skeet in a little ass bag that he was just carrying around. He had the shit in his freezer, or no, his refrigerator. Right? He's a psycho. Yes, he is. That's why I say he's not a good person. I just want you to know that. He's a crazy nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he swear to God, mind you, this man swear to Jesus Christ himself that this was normal. And he had a bag of ski, and he had a bag of ski with him. Mind you, a month's worth of this shits. Cause they done already, remind you, I'm remind niggas, they broken up maybe 2-3 months at this point. You would think a nigga will move on. You would think a nigga will move on. But this nigga was saving it for something. I don't know what he was planning on to do with the ski. I don't even know why, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, if you really think about it, this don't even make any sense. Cause like, what was he planning on doing with that ski if she didn't come to the movie theaters? What was he gonna use that for? Was that even for her, or was he just genuinely collecting it? I don't even know at that point. But he had this bag of ski over a month. Saw her type shit, knew that she was going to the movie theaters. So before he got to work, he took the shit out. This is his words. He took his ski out, took it to work. They're not even supposed to have like backpacks and shit like that, because they have nowhere to put it. But he had like a little, like a you know what I'm saying, like a little, you know what I mean, little satchel shits. You know what I'm saying? And saw the nigga, saw his ex. She ordered the popcorn. I don't know what size. I don't think it really matters. This man said, I have to go to the back to refill the butter shits. Grabbed his bag of skeets on her popcorn, put it on the popcorn, and then went to the butter station and glazed it with butter and gave it to her. This is what I was told. So I'm just letting you know. This is what I was told. This is a true story. This is what I was told. And after that, which honestly, he should go to jail for that. I'm gonna just dead ass be honest. Like, if y'all hear this, like, look, that nigga deserved to go to jail. She shared the popcorn with her gay. Yes, they about one. They bought one. So all three, like her friend, her girlfriend, who's her like her best friend, and the guy friend, who he thought, you know what I'm saying, they were hooking up or whatever. He was gay, by the way. Just letting you know. Like, we all knew it. And didn't even tell the difference. How does he feel about a man eating his skeet? I don't think he now that I think about it, like, what was the plan there? Because, like, were you trying to get this sort of quote unquote guy that you thought that was hooking up with your ex-girlfriend? Like, was that the plan? Like, were you like, I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, that literally don't make no sense. I guess he didn't care because he thought he was hurt. Yeah, but like, why would you do that? Oh, Cosmic, you came in at the worst time. Shit. You didn't hear none of that, did you? You didn't. Is this spoilers? No, that's not a. Well, I don't know if you're watching The Boys. I was telling a story. That was. I hope he didn't come in during the story time there, because that was a. Gotta be careful who you're friends with in Texas. I think the thing is, though, like, it's just weird though, because, like, why does he have a month worth of that shit in his toilet? You know, I mean, not toilet. I mean, in his you gotta think about it. He had his own semen in his family refrigerator. So, like, nobody thought about like, what the hell is the substance in my refrigerator? He should go to jail. I came in, but I can barely hear. The train is loud. Okay, then don't. I'm gonna be honest, Cosmic. I don't want you to hear this story. As a matter of fact, don't even hear. Don't, like, turn the sound off. No normal person is storing their semen. It's in a baggie, by the way. It's in a baggie. I just want people to realize it. It's in a baggie. Not in a cup. Not in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? A little plastic bag. Really think of, like, what will be the point of that? Yes, he lived with his parents. He lived with his parents. Yes, this wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were still, like, mind you, we were still, like, bro, this is like high school. This was like I don't know what year this was. It was about, maybe, I don't know, when niggas got jobs. So maybe, like, the 10th grade, 11th grade. I don't even remember. This is before we were, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Yes, it was like a freezer baggie. Like, hold on, coconut water part 2. Hold on. Little baggies near me. What the fuck? Why does that? What? It was like one of, okay, not like a dime bag. Not like a dime, not like this. Not like this. It was like a what's it called? No, nigga. Oh my god. I think it's like a snack. It's like one of the, it was like this size. It was like something like this size right here. It was like that. It was like that. It was like this size. You know what I'm saying? Sealable and all, bruh. Mind you, this had his, you know what I'm saying? And it was in a bag. Nobody in the house questioned the liquid substance in the fridge. Look, nigga, I didn't live there, so you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would assume if you see a baggie full of skeets, you would question, what the hell is this in my refrigerator? You would question it. Also, wouldn't it, like, be turning yellow or some shit? I don't know. Regardless of nigga. Don't touch it, Bob. Bro, my nigga literally had this in it. Bro, honestly, if I see my son having a bag full of his skeet in the refrigerator, I'm sending him to the crazy house, to the hospital. You're gone. You're out of here. You're donezo. Get out of here. You gotta go. You gotta go. Kept his and mind you, he had to keep filling it up. So you know what I'm saying? So he kept on. He was out here nutting every single day for like almost a month's worth of skeet, bruh. And mind you, was this always the plan of revenge? Like, really think about that. Was this the plan of revenge? Like, what were we gonna do with this if this didn't work?
Lives in this Kendrick Lamar shirt, keeping the bitch strong, I see. Next thing we know, we're forced to relive the Nicole Kidman AMC intro, but with a different redhead.
I promise you, I'm not friends with this man anymore.
What irritates me is Firecracker uses this moment to highlight.
I promise you, I'm not friends with this man anymore.
And it's not a big deal, but that
I'm
one
not.
alone AMC.
I don't know what the hell that nigga doing. He probably arrested for all
I know
of
that
that.
it's not filled with anything, but it annoys me so much that in this dark theater, nothing else, just Nicole Kidman and one AMC perfectly, like a cup with a straw.
That shit was crazy. Still to this day.
Me. I don't know why. And it kind of feels like the same thing here. I will say, I used to be a major hater of the
You get away with a lot in the movie theaters.
And since they've made it shorter, I'm still a hater. I still don't like it. I don't want to see it anymore. Like the commercial.
I piss in the cup in that movie theaters, so I don't miss a scene.
Picture. But instead of Wonder Woman or Jurassic
I didn't do it when my brother did, but you know.
Her own movie. Firecracker.
Like, let's be real though. A lot of people done pissed in cups in a movie theater so they don't miss the movie, bro. Come on, bro. We all know that's the worst part about like the movie. Like, you don't want to miss the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta,
from the V52 Expo.
I don't want to hear it. Damn.
The legend that they're looking for Bomb Sight, who may still have
Firecracker bad as hell, bro. I don't care.
Obviously hesitant, saying that he's out of touch with Bomb Sight and that no one should really mess with this guy. Also, the legend was under the impression that all the
don't act like y'all never done pissed.
Of the situation, the legend frustrated vents about
y'all done ever pissed
ruined his life
in one of your cups while watching a movie.
Restaurant in New York where Woody Allen used to go is
no
longer there for him, and now he's living off Noir nuggets. Then on the big screen, it plays the Democratic Church of America's commercial. Mother's Milk threatens the legend, and then he finally agrees to join them. We jump to another trial, V1 trial number 35. Now I assume this man is a freedom camp prisoner, seeing as though Homelander suggested using them for the trials back in episode 3 instead of animals because it would, and I quote, speed up the process.
Oh damn.
Camps full of criminals? Just start using them.
Very similar to the Odessa trials at the beginning of Gen V season 2, the formula clearly isn't.
You was eating when the scene came out.
Working at all. And I can't even show you this, but this man shoots blood out of his ass for a good 15 seconds. Yeah. Okay. The Deep then finds out
nigga, that's how I be on the toilet after eating a lot of oatmeal, boy. What? That nigga was going through it, bruh. Bro, I hate that they were just casually just sitting there while this man was just shitting his guts out. You don't think it's a good idea to watch the boys and eat? Really? Really?
Homelander killed Firecracker, but he's so stupid that he thinks that she just moved to Orlando at first. Homelander then says there's no room in the boats for non-believers. Trying to stay in Homelander's good graces and avoid being the next one killed, he goes along with Sage's plan and promoting
also
this
fuck the Deep too. Fuck you, Deep.
Even though it potentially can harm like all marine life, he's a little hesitant, but not enough to die over it. The pipeline thing again mimics what's going on in real life. Trump just removed protections that have been in place since like the 70s on land in Alaska for things like mining and industrial development and
what?
A lot of people are not happy about it. In the US, there were protests when the Dakota Access Pipeline was trying to get approval to be built through the native lands. An OPEC cutting the supply of oil
we don't like
to the United
fish?
States would drive gas prices through the roof, just like what's going on right now.
Yep.
Sage asks, what's more important, Homelander or a fucking grouper, which is the fish that we're gonna meet later named Jeremy. And I love the way that Homelander looks
we
at the
know
Deep
what you
after he has
did,
to
Deep.
hesitate to make his decision.
Or no, what was his name, Kevin?
It's very funny.
We know what you did, Kevin.
Sage not being able to replicate the formula, he offers there's no way Frederick Vaught is smarter than
that
she
shit killed me,
kind
bro.
of implies A, Homelander knows that you're stalling, or B, he will eventually know. And an incredibly unnecessary
the fish name was Kevin?
leaves, the dead body squirts out a little wet bloody fart that drips over the O in the boys. So does that count as another look at like hole for the boys? I think so. Tally that up to Berg.
Can we brighten this and remove the pants?
We then get a new Democratic Church of America ad. The spoofs exactly this.
I want
He gets
Sage
us,
to look
aka
at me
Christian commercial you see during the Super Bowl
instantly.
ad spots. They have many of these commercials, but this one is spoofing the rebel who, like us, is Jesus. Then it plays Take Me to Church, which everyone knows is not really about being pro-church, but Bot honestly probably doesn't give a fuck. Back
Take me to
hideout,
church!
Balls. I'm sleep deprived, and when I saw it said balls, I did
I'm also
chuckle
sleep
because,
deprived.
We're gonna see a lot of balls in a second. The boys argue because lo and behold, the virus is made, and like Butcher said last episode, we go when we go. And Huey, in his classic Billy Joel shirt, wants more time, but he's kind of out of it.
I ain't gonna lie, that man was shitting for a long time.
Plant the device, basically
He like Lil Wayne. He can shit all day.
And that will release the virus, while Butcher and Mother's Milk and the Legend track down.
I know a nigga with long balls.
Arrives with the Legend, who after insulting their hideout, saying it smells like
I think we all know
raccoons,
niggas with long balls.
calling her a young Ursula Andress.
I wonder if his name was like Nunchuck though. Get it? Or Nutchuck? Because you know what I'm saying, he uses nuts as a okay, my bad.
Who is a famous actress who we know as a Bond girl and writer in the very first
Who's
Bond
this?
film. And she also pissed on him once, which
What?
I don't know what's the thing with all these men back in the day getting pissed on. Stop it. Is it the cocaine? Does the cocaine make you want to get peed on? The Legend explains
Hey, man,
they need to go through Bond's
Hollywood's a
partner,
weird
Golden
place.
Geisha, who's now in the Vought retirement home for soups. And yes, the name is indeed
Nut-
racist.
nut
And to that,
rope.
the Legend argues this.
Golden Geisha had a very steamy fuck scene with Eric Estrada in Operation Orient. Very progressive for the day.
Which
What?
doesn't make it better. And also, I think legit this is a real movie. And let me tell you something. I
What?
don't know if this is a real movie, but I'm sure my computer got a fucking virus looking into it. Because tell me why the full movie is only available on porn sites. My PC
Right.
is not protected.
Right.
The retirement home is called Bot
I
Villages,
literally
which
was about to
play
like,
off the
can we watch
Villages, a
this?
huge retirement home in Florida, and this
Yeah, I
place
guess
gets a
we
hella
can't.
bad rep for being super into like swingers and STD pack kind of plays, but I'm sure it's a little bit
Right.
of everything. Back at the tower, Sage confronts Ashley about their deal, but Ashley still refuses
How come-
to join.
how come when you get older, you get more freaky,
When
though?
Ashley won't agree, Sage calmly switches to Plan B, saying out loud how
You know what I'm saying?
predictable
Like,
people
why
are.
come
So
when
we
the
know
older
bite
you
her
get,
in
the more
ass at the end
freakier
of
you
this
get?
episode with Soulja Boy and Homelander. She
Oh,
then
Lord.
knocks her out with chloroform, allowing Bash
This shit was funny as
control of the
hell.
situation, aka just full autonomy over Ashley's body. Bashley has to basically
That's crazy though, like, cause I was like, when I saw this, I'm like, how the hell does she have the ability to take over this woman's whole body? So does she always have that ability, or does she have to be knocked out in order for her to be able to take over her body? Cause she has to walk backwards. Like, come on, bro, that's just
weekend at Bernie's
crazy.
Ashley, dragging her around while she stumbles backwards and
I was
can
like, damn.
barely function. She's basically like a newborn baby. She tells the Secret Service agents to stand
Damn.
down and stand by, which is definitely a reference to Trump telling the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by instead of condemning their white supremacist rhetoric. We're then
Right.
taken to a very problematic picture starring Big Chief Apache. Yes,
Right.
a white man, a
white
character
man.
we've heard of or seen a lot of times. Big Chief Apache, we've seen spoofing the anti-littering PSA from back in the day. He used to hang out with the Legend also back in the day. In Gen V, the Heroes Optimization Seminar, the room where everyone gets their ass kicked, is the studio
white
that
man
used
playing
to
a-
be Big
playing
Chief
a
Apache's
non-white
Diversity
person.
and Equity Center. And in the hidden room in Godolkin's library, we see his outfit. Fun fact, in the same room, we see this costume prop, and I couldn't figure out
Is
at
that
the
a
time
bra?
who it was from or what it was meant to be, and we now know it's from Golden Geisha's movie Golden
Oh.
Tapes. The character is basically
Right.
a spoof of Apache Chief, the old Hanna-Barbera WB character. Even then, that
I
character
don't
is
know
also
who that
kind of
is.
problematic. His movie is called Engine Number 9, a playoff engine
This is crazy. What race of people did white people not play as? Bro, I'm dead ass trying to think, like, bro, what, like, niggas really had to watch this back in the day, bro. Bro, nigga, imagine growing up during this time and you just, like, bro, blackface was really just a normal thing back in the day. This is like a normal thing you will see on screen. Asian face is just a normal thing, bruh. Like, bro, what kind of times do we
number
live
9,
in?
which is also very horrible, and I don't want to ever say that sentence again. At Vought Villages, like Mr. Marathon's mansion, there's so many Easter eggs.
I thought that
The
said
first
that
poster we
Asian
see the
is-
Savior of
that was
Saipan.
crazy.
Next to that is another bomb site poster for Air Raid on the left, and on the right is Moonshine Thunder featuring Golden Geisha. In the back are drawings for Private Angel and Bomb Site with his blue gloves. There's an invisible soup also walking around with Insure right now. You see the old man himself in the back, Big Chief Apache. In front of this man on the left is Bomb Site's The Curse of Fu Chu, which we saw during the V52
Who's
Expo.
that?
We also see Torpedo's Merchant Mariner, who we'll see in Bot Rising. He also has another movie poster, Midnight at Midway. They're living the dream here, playing bingo when Golden Geisha is interrupted. She's played by Naoko Mori from Doctor Who and Torchwood. Also, she's only 54 years old, and it looks like they had to add wrinkles with makeup onto this woman's face.
Yeah, she looked a little too young.
Timeless. Oh my gosh, she does not look like she's in her 70s. In the background, you can spot a monitor listing the day's activities. Though it's a bit hard to read. The movie night features Dawn of the Seven, of course. There's a birthday party for Maple with psychic entertainers labeled raunchy. And at the bottom, the menu offers fish and chips or golden Godolphin nuggets named after Thomas
Fish and chips? What are they, British?
Look at you, just as beautiful as that triple banger we had in Marsha Mason's triple banger.
And he's always name dropping, but Marsha Manson is an actress and 4-time Academy nominated actress from the 70s. In the background of the scene, you can see a walker moving very slowly, just inching in the background. Someone, I assume invisible, is controlling it. They confront Golden Geisha to get information about Bombsight, but she immediately shuts them down and tells them to leave. When Golden Geisha says she knew the legend had yellow fever, he says this.
Baby, I got all kinds of fever. I'm the United Colors of Fever.
And this is a play on the United Colors of Benetton, a clothing company known for their racially inclusive ads in the 80s and 90s.
What the fuck is that?
Says this horrific line.
Well, listen, there was a time you and Bombsight were tighter than Woody and me before Soon Yi.
And you might know, but he's talking about Woody Allen, who was married to Mia Farrow before marrying Mia Farrow's adopted daughter, Soon Yi. He's a fucking filthy man.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Wait.
Somebody made that.
Wait, hold on. You telling me this nigga married he had a wife and then he married his stepdaughter? Is that legal? Nigga, what? What?
Menace. She insists that she hasn't seen Bombsight in
that
years.
Can't be legal, right?
Butcher pushes for a more aggressive next step, aka
that can't be legal.
Her to force Bombsight out. The legend is against it, knowing it will backfire and get people hurt, but Butcher argues it's the only way. Mother's Milk, surprisingly and unsurprisingly, sides with Butcher, and I mean, if this isn't a pure example that we've hit rock bottom, I don't know what is. The discussion turns personal, with the legend calling out everyone for how far they've fallen, especially Mother's Milk, and this gives us a long hold on his reaction, which means
bro, I look more like him every single day.
Steps, but it's getting to him. May is when spring is in full swing. It's the time of renewal combines two good-looking rock stars. Pipeline. He's positioned underwater at the Vought Petroleum Pipeline, surrounded by fish as they pump gas, and a sign nearby says, "Fish love it."
Right.
This is so funny. When we pull out, we see Black Noir 2 is watching the PSA on the Deep's Instagram page. Over 12,000 people like it, along with Jetstreak, who I thought died from the virus. So who's overseeing his social media? It used the hashtags like Green Guarantee, Vought Cares, Green Crusaders, and Make America Super Again. We know that one. Huey and Annie share a very rare, quiet moment together, joking around and looking at shapes in the clouds while trying to hold on to some.
I was not paying attention during this at all whatsoever.
And the moment is just really sad.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
like
not paying
Annie
attention.
trying to say goodbye in a way, but they acknowledge it. Back at the tower, Sage calls Soldier Boy in again, and this allows Bastion
Soldier Boy up in this
hole. We find out that Soldier Boy's mind is very scary, something that will be seen in Vought Rising. Additionally, they have the lead on V1. Bombsight has it. Soldier Boy hates Bombsight, and Homelander has been tracking him with orders for everyone not to tell Sage. And as Sage expected, Soldier Boy is thinking about helping Homelander, and he's somewhat proud of him, but also ashamed of that. The plan now becomes Sage removing her tracking chip and
hold on, wait, what? Hold on. Niggas did not catch that.
Him with orders for everyone not to tell Sage. And as Sage expected, Soldier Boy is thinking about helping Homelander, and he's somewhat proud of him, but also ashamed of that. The plan now.
Okay, now I feel like this kind of contradicts what happens though, because like, if Sister Sage is supposed to be the smartest human in the world, right? She's the smartest human in the world. So how come she didn't, like, if she knew that this nigga was trying to help, even when you were trying to break them apart, you would still have a plan and contingency to, just in case if he end up changing his mind. We'll talk about it more, but I'm like, bro, because I ain't gonna lie.
Now becomes Sage removing her tracking chip and disappearing sooner than expected, to which she says it's time for phase 3. Then Sage brings out this fucking Queen Maeve journal. This is a journal that Sage kept very close to her chest throughout season 4, and it was dire to me to understanding her overarching plan that during season 2
I thought Queen Maeve was coming back.
The tracker titled every time Sage was writing in that damn book. And spoilers, there aren't that many times, but I digress. In season 4 episode 5, she does show it to Tech Knight, and he says, Jesus fucking Christ, are you serious? We later learn how they want to use his prisons as freedom camps, which check, that could could be what was in the journal. At the end of episode 7, she leaves it behind, and I think it's in hopes that Homelander would read it. Then at the finale, she picks it back up from Homelander's penthouse, announcing it was time for phase 2. So our girl's back in it, and I'm back to being confused about the damn journal. Mother's Milk, Butcher, and Kimiko plan to knock out Golden Geisha and
Wait, but what if, okay, so maybe Sister Sage knew that this was gonna happen then. This woman too damn, she's fucking playing 5D chess. Cause now I'm thinking about, like, maybe Sister Sage did account for this. So what is her plan?
Her somewhere else, but she hears a squeak of a wheelchair and activates her powers, forming a golden shield to defend herself. Despite the try and defense, Mother's Milk manages to inject something into her IV, eventually knocking her out. And the team then wheels her unconscious body out into the main floor. That's when we're stopped by Big Chief Apache, Hot Flash, and Long Nuts. I don't know what this man's name is. I don't think they give him a name, but we can call him Long Nuts. Butcher tries to pass
We're gonna call him Nut Chucks.
As though in the past, Mother's Milk has constantly been the one to have to go up against Love Sausage, but he bows out of this one instead, choosing Big Chief Apache, which, I mean, can you blame the man? Freak plays as the man.
I'm not fighting
his nuts like a rope dart at Butcher, and I can't even show this scene, but when Butcher catches,
I'm not fighting no nigga whose powers is to be able to stretch his nuts. What if an assassin was going against him and he decided, like, he's such a useless nigga. What is his nut? Unless if his nuts are made out of steel, like, what purpose does he serve?
The nut and yanks the man 20 feet.
What purpose does this man serve if his nuts ain't strong?
Funny. It's genuinely funny. This is the funniest scene I've ever seen in The Boys. Kimiko uses one of the used bedpans to douse Hot Flash, and Butcher beats this man with his own testicles, almost killing him. Then they're interrupted by Frenchie, thank God, and this ends the madness.
Got beat by his balls.
The address takes them to an abandoned house with a laptop that has Homelander, and Stormfront, who is speaking German, mind you, posts the Ryan lasering doing some sexual stuff, which we all remember and don't need to revisit anymore, but they keep forcing us to. What I expected to happen happens. Homelander confronts Soldier Boy finally over Clara, and he insisted he was keeping her alive out of love, though I don't really know. It felt like a little bit of obsession and manipulation, but sure, it was love.
This nigga's so freaky, bruh. Bro, the things that they probably did when nobody was looking, good Lord, man.
Two begin fighting over Clara, and
Good
Homelander
Lord.
quickly realizes it was Sage's doing. She planted all of this. However, that doesn't matter to Soldier Boy, who leaves upset. We're now with Annie and Huey, who are planting the virus at the Democratic Church of America. First, they have to loop the security footage, and
father.
move on to step 2. Once inside, they see a wall of every psychic in the country, and Annie even questions what Homelander would want with them. Strangely, Kate is on this wall. Kate from Gen B. We'll get into this more at the end of this video, but the only reason I could see Homelander or O-Father tracking psychics or mind manipulating soups is an easier way to just force people into believing in Homelander, like some sort of brainwashing in a way. It's also weird not to have Annabeth on there, but I guess she was a precog. They run into a freezer where they find Firecracker's body, so now they all know. Back with the boys attempting to call bomb site from Golden Geisha's phone, they can't get a hold of him, and they believe she's still lying, so Butcher moves on to the next step, which is torturing. And lo and behold, frickin' Sage has decided to switch sides and offer to help them instead. And
did she really switch sides though?
Like she was before she was officially forced into the 7. She reveals that she knew about Huey and Starlight's plan.
Did she really switch sides though?
She can easily track their movements because they make it so damn easy. Her pitch is simple. She also wants Homelander dead before he becomes immortal due to the V1, and she thinks she can actually reach bomb site. Despite not trusting her one bit, she's still making sense. There's a moment that Sage says this:
I will be in my nice quiet bunker reading Wittgenstein in peace.
Berg flagged this, but Eric Kripke is related to a famous philosopher of language, and one of his most famous works was his interpretation of Wittgenstein's book, this one. It's notable for not being quite Saul Kripke's philosophy, but also not quite being Wittgenstein's philosophy as well. So to the point where
Wittgenstein is a crazy name.
Wittgenstein's philosophy, or Kripkenstein's. This all calls back to the first time we actually met Sage. She's actually reading Saul Kripke's book. Now with Ashley, who is dealing with the pipeline that broke, we now have an oil spill on our hands. She says it's worse than Deepwater Horizon, the horrible oil spill that began in 2010 and is considered one of the largest marine oil spills ever. It may take weeks to fix, but
Rest in peace of fish.
She's still lying and saying the Deep has everything under control. The scene quickly turns and we see the Deep. He's like one of those baby ducks being cleaned of oil, but this time it's stuck in his gills. They're cleaning him also with Firecracker's Squeak Freak dish soap. That's when he sees Jeremy and he suddenly collapses, struggling to save him, and he says, "We know it was you, Kevin." Oof. And for once, it wasn't the Deep's fault. but also it indirectly kind of was, you know? The boys
It was your
Bombsight will
fault,
come if he learns that
Kevin.
his love is in danger. However, when she finds out that they're actually after Bombsight for the V1, she laughs and says that they can have it. It's then revealed that Bombsight originally intended for the V1 for Golden Geisha so that they could be together forever, which is really sweet. And she refused it because simply immortality just isn't worth it. And he ultimately left because watching her age was too painful for him.
That's
This is
true.
when it's revealed that Kimiko and Annie agree on the same concern re V1 and the virus. They realize that if they take V1, they would become immortal, and neither of them can bear the idea of watching Huey and Frenchie age and die while they live on. And this perspective gives Frenchie a new outlook. Although
That's
Annie
fair.
and Kimiko seem to be okay with
and
it.
I agree
While
with
Huey
it.
plants the timed explosive,
I
Annie
agree with
runs
it.
into Aaron, aka O-Father, who used to be a part of her life in Capes for Christ, but is now fully.
Because why would you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Why would you want to be immortal if your significant other's not? So it's like, you're spending all that time by yourself. Even if you have kids, you get to outlive your kids, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Like, you know, not worth it.
In the Homelander cult mindset.
Just kill
in
me
the
now.
comics, he organized Capes for Christ. So here it's shared as a story where he and Ezekiel
That bulge
used
is
to
crazy.
work with Annie during her young Christian days. While Annie tries to connect with him in his past life, O-Father is deep in that Homelander Kool-Aid. Annie at one point says, "You know, you were like a cool older brother that I never had," which made me gag because in the same room, Homelander said a similar sentiment this season about A-Train. O-Father reflects on his past, recalling how he first began preaching at 9 years old in a moldy tent in Greenwood, Indiana. He remembers people coming to him and begging for prayers, asking him to heal their illnesses, protect their children, which, let's not forget his own, you know, hidden history and questionable actions.
I think O-Father's pants smell like his nuts.
To go
My bad.
one-on-one, which is not going well for Annie until Huey steps in with the virus,
My
using it
bad.
as leverage so he won't kill Annie. And it turns into this like tense standoff where everyone's basically holding each other hostage. And even after all that,
There's
O-Father
literally
is
no need
still
for me to
all
say
in on
that.
Homelander and lets Annie and Huey go. We don't know if they set up the virus
Why are you
or if
dodging
they
that?
just depart unfinished. Back with the Deep, he's watching VNN coverage of what's being called the largest environmental disaster, and he's just breaking down in tears, and I love it. I honestly could rewind it a million times. Not because the fish died, just because I hate
man,
the
rest-
Deep. Black Noir mocks him and
Hey, rest in peace to fish though. 1.4 billion. No seafood for a while.
reveals that he was actually the one responsible for sabotaging the oil pipeline and causing the disaster. Enraged, the Deep retaliates, choking him with an XLR cable and stabbing him in the throat with his own knife. Black Noirs can only die to their teammates in this universe for some reason, and I hate it. Ugh. And he's dead, and that's the last we're gonna see of Nathan Mitchell for the rest of the season.
Damn.
Oh, Nathan Mitchell, you did such a good job. We love you, Nathan Mitchell. And now the Deep is panicking. Back with the Legend, who has returned to his theater job.
He done
since
killed
his
another black
manager,
man.
Tanner is murdered by Homelander, and there goes those damn violins again. Back with the boys, Mother's Milk and Sage have this talk
That nigga
about
killed him for no
morality in their
reason.
actions, basically admitting that they're both in the wrong. Even though Mother's Milk doesn't enjoy what he's doing, it doesn't really matter. He's still killing a full group of people. And if anything, Sage, I'm not saying Sage is right in this, but Sage thinks, you know, she's better for it because at least she's honest about it. The Legend and Homelander search the boys' hideout, but find
Fair.
it mostly empty except for a Taco Bell receipt that belonged to Sage. Homelander quickly spirals because of all of this, and he starts talking to himself, feeling betrayed and abandoned, and he pleads for help. The Legend
Good
calmly
Lord.
tells him this is a cycle of power. Everyone eventually gets replaced or pushed out, including himself and other soups. If you fight the waves, you're only gonna make it worse. And the
That's
Legend
fair.
then says this.
I mean, look at Goldie. 1 minute she's on the set getting finger popped by Lorenzo Lamas, and next she's
Right.
shilling for Vought Alert necklaces and Activia poop yogurt.
There's a lot of levels to this, but Lorenzo Lamas is a very famous actor from the 70s. Now, I will say, I'm ignorant to a lot of celebs, truth be told, and I have to say, when Gina and I were tag teaming this breakdown, she let it be known clearly who this was. She said, "Jessica, please, this man was still starring in Renegade well into the late 90s, and
I
I
don't
was
know that.
still watching him on that and TNT, so don't make me feel old. Also, Falcon Crest went from 80s to 90s, and maybe
What? Is this somebody you're supposed to know?
Yes, I didn't know that. But I did know the spoof for Vought Alert, which is a play off Life Alert. I know that one. And I also know that he's making fun of Jamie Lee Curtis, who might still be doing
I caught
Activia
all of
poop
that.
yogurt
You don't
commercials.
know
I
a
don't think she
single
is.
thing.
Homelander realizes the Legend
Who is
isn't
that?
afraid of him, and instead of killing him, he lets the Legend go. And in an interview with Screen Rant, I really like how Kripke explained and explored why he didn't kill the Legend. It's not
Yeah, I'm also confused because like you killed that other nigga for no reason, but you let the Legend go. Hey, I ain't mad at it because if I'm him, nigga, hey, Homelander, you have a good day. Keep me, you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
about the advice, but I think it's two
Hey,
things. I think he
Homelander.
has this weakness for paternal figures in his life. Soldier Boy, Edgar, Legend, and he cannot bring himself to kill them. I think that's a big part of it. I think a really big part of it, though, is that the Legend isn't scared of him. Keep that in your mind. Maybe that's why he hasn't killed Butcher. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. After barely escaping, Homelander immediately contacts someone for tracking.
So you tell him, well, he probably trying to Tory Butcher, but I wouldn't be surprised if Homelander wants Butcher to fuck him. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but if you really think about it, the way this nigga going, he might want Butcher to fuck that nigga.
Coordinates to Golden Geisha's Vought Alert necklace. Back with Bombsight, aka Robbie, starts taking them all one by one. A piece of me believes this anger is coming out of him, trying to save his girl, but I also think it's just because he's mad at the situation, and he also might be extremely high. Remember, this man likes heroin. Frenchie promises to destroy the V1, but Bombsight doesn't believe in him, and this begins the real fight, taking on everyone, basically destroying each person, including Butcher's tentacles, tossing him
was fucking him up.
That guy. Frenchie and Mother's Milk try shooting him, but it only makes it worse, and when Bombsight moves to finish off Kimiko,
what is his powers though?
Protector. That's when Soldier Boy arrives, unleashing their almost 100-year-old feud. In the chaos, Bombsight tries to escape by flying away, but Soldier Boy latches onto him mid-air, and the two are dragged out of the building while continuing their fight.
Is he just flying?
Field. And this field we saw from the trailer, so it was clear where this was going after this battle. Also in this scene, Soldier Boy notes how much he hates flying, which calls back to when he wouldn't let Homelander fly him around.
Well, we could still fly the rest of the way.
I told you, you're not fucking carrying me.
So in Vought's prequel series, Vought Rising, I better see why he hates flying so much. Soldier Boy finally gives up when Bombsight concedes, and emotionally as they confront their shared past with Clara and just the resentment over how she and others saw Soldier Boy.
She must have that good coochie, man. I'm sorry. This racist woman must have nice coochies, bruh. They had to be. Cause there's no way what he about to do, it just like justifies how, like, there's no way like you still love this, like, bro, like her coochie must have been amazing or something, bro.
As the better version of what they were supposed to be. Soldier Boy then offers to strip Bombsight of their immortality and power so they won't have to live forever alone. They can go spend a normal life with Golden Geisha. And he frames it as something almost merciful, but admits it's really tied to the V1. Soldier Boy then ignites his blast on Bombsight. The rest of the boys rush to the chaos, and we all witness Bombsight, who I thought would have been immediately killed by Homelander, mind you, survive and run back to Golden Geisha. And to that I say, you need to clean up on that heroin use, because unfortunately you're now human and not immortal anymore. And I feel like as a soup, they probably do a lot of drugs. Homelander finally shows up, and he doesn't want to fight Soldier Boy, but Soldier Boy starts reflecting on Clara and how she once believed he was the ultimate soup. He now admits Homelander surpassed him. Excuse me? And Sage was wrong. Everyone was wrong. Soldier Boy doesn't mind caring. Predictability is actually bullshit, Sage. Why would we think this? Homelander then...
This doesn't make no sense, though. I mean, it makes sense, but it's like, damn, bro. They were setting it up to where he was supposed to be hating this man the whole time just for him to have this V1 and say, you know what? I don't like you, but I love Claire, so that's enough for me to give you this. Like, nigga, you do know we're all fucked now, right? You do know that, right? You do realize you fucked us. Might as well start bending over now, getting the lube ready, because we about to get fucked. Thank you, Soldier Boy.
Lasers a hole deep enough into his skin since normal needles can't penetrate his skin. And as he injects himself with the V1, it causes him to collapse to the ground as his laser vision erupts into the sky, just like it did in the trailer.
Bro, when I was watching this, I'm like, yeah, we're fucked. How do we even come, like, what do we even do at this point? We're fucked. Like, what do we do? That's the one thing we don't want is this man to be immortal. Now he's immortal. What is the plan? Like, what is actually the plan?
Bringing it to an end with
what do we actually can do now?
Playing again in the background. There's so much to take away from this episode, and thank God there's still 2 episodes left. But elephant in the room, clearly he got the V1. And as a pessimist first, optimist second, I'm saying this like you guys should take pride in me saying we don't know what's gonna happen next. He could like instantly die from this.
Yeah, that is true, but I mean, I don't know why they would do that. I don't know what they would do for this, because it's like, if Homelander takes the V1 and it's supposed to make you immortal, like, I mean, to be fair, he could die. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. It could be old. Who knows? It probably not even the actual V1. But it's still the fact that this man gave it to him. So we don't know what's going to happen. If this man's immortal, nigga, we're fucked.
or go into a coma. I also don't know. I will say I'm most likely wrong and trying to lie to myself because we haven't seen this scene from the trailers yet. Also, the wall of psychics in the Democratic Church of America, why else would they need them? There are a lot of possibilities. First, the most likely, in my opinion, brainwashing congregations makes it really easy to sway the masses into believing in Homelander as the one true God. The only downside, this would require a bot to trust that these soups wouldn't retaliate. It only takes one to restore everyone's memories or their sense of morality and expose that they've been manipulated in the first place. That said, there's another angle. Psychic mind manipulating soups would naturally be a threat to VOT, so this could be a way of tracking who's out there in order to eliminate potential risks. Lastly, and arguably, I'm not saying Father isn't wrong or a bad person, but there's a new kind of gray area where there's the potential that someone may have already manipulated Father, like a psychic or mind manipulator. Hear me out. I don't believe this wholeheartedly, but the fact that Annie made it very obvious that he's changed, I want to know what changed him. He used to be a true believer, unlike Ezekiel, makes me believe, what did someone say or do to you that actually made you change? And will this tactic go forth onto others? Also, Sage is fucking stupid. I'm so sorry for saying that, but like using predictability as leverage, assuming everyone is predictable enough to understand their next steps, it's no surprise it didn't actually work. It's not the fact.
I mean, there's probably a 1 in 100 chance that he would have gave him the V1. Cause she is literally the smartest human on Earth. And I know, like, she has literally to a T planned everything out. So the one time it doesn't work, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I might be reaching here. I will say though, that's like, for the world's smartest human, it's kind of crazy how you didn't see this one thing come into play. It's like, kind of crazy.
The fact that people are predictable, it's that their routines and patterns become predictable. So if this one person doesn't have like a routine or pattern naturally, how do we know their next steps? Ashley is absolutely predictable.
That's fair.
She's scared shitless of everything and hides under a rock
That's
any
fair.
chance she gets. We can't read Soulja Boy half the time. He's been alive for 100 years.
That's true.
This man's been tortured in so many different ways. He has the poker face of I don't even know what. And also, even reading his mind, you saw how horrible it was. This man could probably block out things with just thinking about yesterday and how he did cocaine out of Oprah's butt. I don't know why that's the example, but you know what I mean. Also, you know what's not smart, Sage? She still doesn't understand what love is. At the end of Gen V Season 2, she's basically asking Polarity about love. Just like, why would anyone go through all of this for love? They're gonna end up hurt no matter what. And now seeing this, she underestimated Soulja Boy's love for Clara. That's something that this girl will never understand. And lastly, I better see every single old person in Bot Rising. I know we're getting the 5. I know we're getting Torpedo, Private Angel, Bomb Sight, Soulja Boy, and Liberty, but I better be getting Golden Geisha, Hot Flash, and Quinn. You can leave Big Chief Apache, honestly. There is no need to revisit that man, but the others I do want. And that's it for this episode. Comment down below with your thoughts, where you think it's going. We only got 2 episodes left. And a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Frederick Price, who supports us at the executive producer level. Big thanks to Gina Ippolito for research and
I'm gonna be honest, this can end either 2 ways. This is gonna either be probably the best ending of modern day cinema television we ever see, or one of the most worst things we'll see out of all this. We'll have to see though. We only got 2 episodes left, so you know, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen here, bruh. I don't know if we're fucked or not though. It's like I'm so scared though, because I don't know if we're fucked. We could be, we could not be. We'll have to see, bruh. We'll have to see. All right, that's it for that. I don't really have anything else. Other than damn, Sister Sage. Hold on. Damn, hold on. Sister Sage, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say coconut water. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Now you're starting to piss me off. Now you're starting to piss me off. Now I'm starting to get pissed off. What is this? Oh wait, we gotta watch the Pink Panther's music video.
Coconut water. Coconut water. Damn, Finn.
You know what? Whatever. Coke in that water. What did she even say there? What? Nigga, the closed caption just says music. They don't even know what she said here. What did she even say? The closed caption said music.
I treat that little bitch like she one of my daughters. I out the country, but I stay in the zone. I told her clap it.
You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Let me cut off the YouTube stream because I don't want to get copyright. Come through on the Twitch at Beautiful Nick. You know what I'm saying? Sign through the Discord, things of that nature. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bro. Come through, bro. All right, bro. Because we about to watch some music.